agency. So I talk all things going live. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all joining me on this um, Wednesday, Tuesday morning. Had to figure out what time is it. I am so busy, guys. So I appreciate you all being here. We're gonna get to talking and chatting in just a moment. Thank you so much for your support as we get ready to go live. I want to make sure I'm answering questions. Feel free to come in, connect with me. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all joining. So let me know if you have any questions, friends. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. This is my 10 o'clock live, where we talk all things going live with ease and confidence. Thank you all who are here connecting with me. Appreciate the support. We're going to get started in just a few moments. So thank you so much for being here. I usually start here on the YouTube side so I can connect with you all first, and then we'll go over on the TikTok side of the house. So I appreciate you all coming through. Let me know if there's any questions. We'll get started in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for joining. So when you come into my live, I ask that you like the live, give me a thumbs up, and then also make sure you click that subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So I come on twice a day, sharing information. You're welcome to engage, ask questions. I'm talking about live streaming, and it's beginner tips. So come in, get information. Sometimes we get a little advanced, so don't be afraid to jump in and learn. This information is available for you as a playlist, so you can kind of go back and watch it and review what I'm sharing. But just know this information is always available for you to go watch. I'm mainly focused on TikTok because of that platform having a lot more features and information there. And obviously, when you're there, you can connect with your audience, build your brand, and monetize as well. So all of it is part of the TikTok algorithm. And so I teach that. I hope you understand it, and then ultimately help you grow. So feel free to come in, ask questions as you guys are engaging, okay? So thank you so much. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Um, so, okay. Give me 1 second. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much. Hey, friend, how are you? Hey, I did research. I got caught up checking messages. How's everything going? Thank you so much. You're on the train, friend. Stay safe. Stay safe. I am about to go live on the TikTok side. I got caught up checking messages, and so we're about to go live in just a few moments. I appreciate you all coming through. Um, Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you all for being here. Feel free to like the live, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I appreciate all the support. So we'll get started in just a few moments rather, and let me know if there's any questions, friends. So I appreciate you all coming through as well. So feel free to engage. We're going to get started in just a few minutes, and make sure my lighting is good. And then my do not disturb, I did not turn that on. Happy I thought about it. I was like, I would have been. So I just turned it on. I'm off tomorrow through Friday, so I feel better about going in today. I love that. Um, I appreciate you all being here. So yeah, yes, so that's good. So now you go in today, and it's like your Friday. So have a good day, friend. Those who are coming to the live, thank you so much for being here. Again, I'm Dr. Lisa. I talk all things going live from the TikTok and the YouTube platforms so that you guys can understand how to build your brand, connect with your target audience. Those like really are so pretty. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Good job. You said good job. So yeah, so all things go live. So come on in, ask questions, and if you have not done so already, go ahead and give the live a like, give me a thumbs up, and then also click the subscriber button and the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So subscribe to the channel, you all. Let me know if you have any questions. Put in the chat. We talk about TikTok in particular, but also share some information about YouTube. I just became a YouTube Partners program. I got invited into the Partners program. So I have the super chat, super stickers. I have memberships now. So you're welcome to sign up for any of those features or engage in that way. I appreciate all the support. And so it is something that you have to get based on how many subscribers you have, as well as the watch hour. So you're always trying to make sure you're growing and bringing in new subscribers, but as well as making sure people are watching your content. So that's important. You have to have 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. That combination will get you the first level of, the invite into the YouTube Partners Program. And then with 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, that combination will get you invited to have ads on your content, your live streams, shorts and long form content too. So just know that that's the process, and I share that with you all because I want to make sure you guys know kind of other ways to leverage these platforms. And so from a TikTok perspective, they have the Scale Live Rewards. They have a subscription program called Super Fans. They also have subscriptions on your content. So a lot of different ways you can monetize. So I just want to share that with you all. Let me know if you guys have questions. Definitely put it in the chat. We're going to get talking very intentionally. I go over the TikTok side of the house because I'm co-streaming. And so this will become a playlist for you to go back and watch. If you have any thoughts about TikTok and some of the conversation will go down. I don't have a conversation that I'm going to share as of yet. I always kind of do mindset. I do some features, just depends on the questions I get. So that kind of guides the discussion. But again, just ask questions. All right. So thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate the support. We're going to go live on TikTok. TikTok Live. Welcome, TikTok Live. Come on in. If you are live, come in. If you have questions and want to know how to go live, come in, ask questions. This is for live hosts, people who want to go live. I give beginner tips, go live tips for beginners. So this is all for TikTok Live. So let me know if you have questions. If you're coming in and you want to know how to go live, feel free to come in, ask questions. We are talking about TikTok Live. So that is that's what we're talking about today. So go live, beginner tips for going live. So feel free to come in, ask questions as you prepare to go live on TikTok. So I am giving live stream tips and helping you go live here. Let me know if there's any questions as you guys come in and engage. Let me know if you have any questions, friends. And so thank you all for being here. I am going to share out my live. Thank you for the support as we prepare to give beginner tips, beginner go live tips. Feel free to come in. Thank you so much. Yes, if you're, excuse me, if you're a live stream host, if you live stream, feel free to come in, ask questions. Those who are joining me, thank you so much for being here. Hey, Jay, how are you, friend? How's everything going? Let me know how things are going for you. Feel free to like the live. If you like the live by tapping the screen, that will help to get more friends in. We're going to try to get to 10K likes in 10 minutes. Hey, Miss Vicky, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Let me share out my live as well. Miss Vicky, how's everything going? Did you see that new gallery? Ooh, that new gallery is a thing. So it is a thing. I know all of us are like, oh my goodness, but it's all good because I tell you guys, um, don't stress about that gallery. If it's gonna get filled, hey, that is okay. If it don't, that's okay as well. Join me live. Thank you so much for that daily heart me. I am writing up my message real quick. Um, thank you so much. We're gonna get started in just a moment talking about beginner tips. So I appreciate you coming in. Hey, Ocean Summer, how are you, friend? How's everything going? Appreciate you coming through, friend. Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you for the repost. Hello to you as well. Thank you for that daily heart me, Miss Vicky. I appreciate you guys. Thank you all for coming in. Feel free to like the live, share it out so we can get some more friends in the room. Let me know if you have questions. Ocean Summers, I heard you on Coach Chantel's live. I was like, oh, she has such the lovely voice. She's just so sweet and just friendly. So it was good seeing you, friend. Good morning. I couldn't believe my eyes. A gallery in Sea Live. Oh my gosh, yes, it is. It is a thing. The V gallery is like an A gallery. It's yeah, it's next level. I had the new gifts they added. Many of them I have never received before. So I'm like, oh, that's what we do on TikTok. TikTok is like, you down here, you need to be up here, girl. It's like, oh, okay, you just gonna put them in there. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But it's all good. It's all good, you all. So let me know if you guys have any questions as you come in, especially my new friends as you guys are joining the fragrant sky. I appreciate you being here. Jay, let me know if you have any questions as well. Have you started going live yet? Ocean Summers, what's the plan? Are you going to start going live soon too? Welcome to the room. Thank you, Jay, for the populars. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for those populars. We'll get some more friends in the room. Yes, a bee gallery in a sea live. I'm good. I'm good too. I followed your advice in following my followers to friends ratio. Okay, okay. Yes. So you're working through that. I see you. No way, Yolanda. How are you, friend? How have you been? How have you been? I haven't seen you in so long. Sugar Rush. How are you, Sugar Rush? Sugar Rush is one of my besties. Sugar Rush, how are you, friend? Yolanda, how are you? I'm back to Yolanda for a second. How have you been, Yolanda? Is it Lynn? Denise, Lenice, how are you, friend? Thank you so much. You're new here. Lenice, still healing. I love it, love it. Still healing together. A safe space for healing after loss coming soon. Live coming soon. Look at you. You're gonna get ready to go live. I am well, thanks. How's everything been? Are we back? Are we, I'm well. Are you are we back? What we doing? Oh, you said what's Fest Honors? Fest Honors are those badges. I think you get different badges for completing different challenges under the Live Fest. I think it was Live Fest and Community Fest. So they're badges that you get. I don't know what you can do with them per se. I think they're just kind of a badge. I'm doing well, Sugar Rush. How are you doing this morning? Are you work? Are you packing? What are you doing, friend? um, Thank you all for being here. Yes, indeed, I'm definitely going live very soon. I can't wait. You gotta let us all know, Ocean Summers. You gotta let us know, friend. We are waiting to see you because we heard you, so now we're ready to see you. So appreciate you being here. You said, Yolanda, you said getting ready, huh? All right. I know you had to take a step away. New year, new you. So you're ready, friend. Get ready, Yolanda. We got some challenges happening from the agency perspective. So I'm excited for March and what's to come. Trying to prepare for going live. I'm so nervous. All right, y'all. Okay, you're in the right room. We talk about nerves. We talk about that nervous energy, and it's okay to be nervous. I think it's important to recognize those feelings, but don't let them hold you back. You know, that fear and that overanalysis becomes paralysis, that whole concept there, that fear will, have you say you can't do it, you're not capable, it's too hard, all the things. And at the end of the day, it's just showing up and getting practice and getting through all the different things that happen with the live stream, like, what message you're going to say, getting people to engage back, getting people used to you being there on a consistent basis, or you getting used to being there on a consistent basis, and then ultimately getting people to support the live. So all that's part of the process. How you doing, Janae? Thank you so much for coming back. Hey, Jake. Hey, friend. How are you? And so it takes time. Look at you. Hey, Unwritten. Appreciate your friend. Thank you for that. Flourish. How are you? Welcome to the room as well. Melinda, thank you so much for joining. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the support. Let me know if you guys have questions, my newbies. How you doing, Flourish? How's everything going, friend? Um, you're back, aren't you? Because the vacation was the week. Are you back? Are you back? Let me know if you're back. I think you are back. I think you were on vacation. Now you're officially back. So, how's everything going? You said rocking and rolling. All right, friend. I love it. I love it, friend. You hit that 200. I think you hit the 200K milestone. There's different milestones, guys, that TikTok pays attention to for as you guys are growing in your live journey. And there's a couple different things you can as you're growing, you want to pay attention to these milestones to see how you're progressing. Okay. And so one of those milestones is 100K diamonds, 200K diamonds, then 500K diamonds. And I was just telling Flora she hit the 200. Wait, you still a rookie. You got to get to the 500K. I'm just saying. But you did two of them. You did two this month. This month I think you hit the 100 and the 200 in this month. You hit two though. That's good. Hey, progress. What I say, practice makes progress. All right? And you are progressing. Okay? You're doing well, very well. So March could be your month. March could be your breakthrough month. You're like, what? I'm doing it. So it should be a good month for you, friend. Okay, well, I'm like 100 away from what is that? The 9,000. What is that? Diamonds for over the time you've been on TikTok. So TikTok does a reset every month when you're in an agency. Your data starts over. So it's like a monthly analysis of how you're performing. Oh, look that! Oh, I love that. Yeah. So we're gonna be celebrating 10K next month. That's what I said. March is gonna be a good month. March is gonna be your breakthrough, friend. I'm excited for you. Wow, I like that. All right, we gotta get ready to party. That's awesome. Thank you, Ray, for the follow. I see you, friend. I appreciate the support. You guys who are coming in, if you guys don't mind tapping, 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 we're at 7.5K. We are right at 10 minutes, but that's okay. We're going to get it together. We're going to make it up really quickly. But I appreciate you all coming in. Quality connections. There we go, friend. Janae, that's what it's all about, quality connections. So connect with people who are here. You want to make sure you're building your community. And so I teach that because ultimately, as you're starting to go live, Ray, I saw you as well, friend. Thank you for joining the live. As you are, my leg is aching. I'm like, what just happened? Felt like I was getting a Charlie horse. I was like, oh my gosh. So, as you guys are connecting with folks, make sure you are saying genuine connections. Okay, so hello, good morning, how you doing? Don't use the whole scooped follow, that whole grow room culture. We don't do that here. But it's important that you are always thinking about your growth. And you just heard Flourish announce that she's growing in her community, which is so important because if you're going to go live and build, you need people who are coming in to support you. Ideally, people who are in your niche, people who are interested in your topic. And TikTok gave me the heart maze for my flash goal. TikTok gives flash goals to get the room activated. And this morning was the heart me. So if you have not shared your heart me, please do. It's one per person. If you shared it already, you can't do it again. It is where you join the fan club and you click the symbol up here, the heart, or if you click it in the box here, you can send what's called the heart me. So I appreciate it. Thank you, Flourish. I see you, friend. Ocean Summers, thank you for the heart puff. Appreciate you as well. Typically, people come in, and that's kind of the first thing people do is send the heart me. And I get it. TikTok throws this curveball to kind of throw all of us off. So if you gave your heart me, that's totally fine. But I appreciate it. If you haven't, you can share the heart me. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in. Hey, Trisha T, how are you? Thank you all for supporting that flash goal. I appreciate it. Thank you, Wink's wife. Appreciate you. Trisha T, thank you for coming in, friend. How are you doing as well? Hey, how you doing, friend? Thank you all for coming in. Thank you so much. I see you, Digital. How you doing? Digital Kirk. Gee, thank you so much for coming in, supporting the live stream. Oh, look at you, Sugar Rush. Instructor Watson, how are you, friend? Instructor Watson, I inboxed you, so let me know if you got my message, friend. But let me know if you need any further assistance. Thank you for that daily heart me. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome coming in. So what happens is the flash goal is something as you're going live. It can happen at any point in the live stream, but it traditionally happens earlier in the live, and it's a way to get your room activated. So your viewers, and so I tell people all the time, especially my new friends here, this app is an engagement app. All right. So I know it feels comfortable just listening and taking notes and taking it all in, but you have to interact. Okay. You got to engage. You got to engage with your live host, ask questions, send stickers and comments. You got to engage with your other fellow viewers in the room, as well as liking the live. That's the 12K likes, 12K likes that we have up here, and then also sharing out the live. So we'll share out the live in a second. Let me oh, so you said I can't hear you because my volume is down. You DM me. Uh, I did DM you. That's what I said. I did. I responded. I did. That's what I said. You said you're at work, and I DM'd you. So I don't know if you heard that, friend, but yeah, you got a message from me. So thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for the follow. Let me know if there's questions. Okay, laugh out loud. You got me all right. Let me know if you guys have any questions. We'll see if we can get that flash goal in the next 15 minutes or so. So we have a little bit more time. And then we did get over 10K taps. So I appreciate you all supporting that as well. If you can keep liking the live. So that's when you take your finger and you like the live. I actually do have my clicker here, and it is liking the live for me. So that is, you see the hearts up here is percolating. If I turn it off, confetti falls on the screen, and you guys see that I sent those likes. So it's important that my tapper's kind of on the high end too. Usually you want to have it around, well, 8 is the highest I usually have it. So you want to have that as a way to activate your live as well. All right. So my new friends, I just want to make sure I say that to you. Had to put my ear phones on. I gotta hear what you're saying, friend. All right. Thank you so much for the support. Um, so liking the live is important, but then also sharing the live out. So there's a thing called a power share, especially my new friends. Thank you so much for the club cheer. I appreciate it, friend. There's a thing called a power share. So if you touch the middle of the screen, my glasses, my nose, anywhere in the middle of the screen, you can hold it down and you can share it out to your friends. So again, that's why you want to have, so as soon as I touch down the middle of the screen, see that? Hold down. And then these are people I can share it with. So if you guys don't mind sharing out the live, that supports the live as well. And that's free support. So that's support that says I'm here, I'm engaging, I'm liking what I'm hearing, I'm sharing it out to others, as well as putting your comments in and connecting with one another. So those are things that you do to activate a live. Hey, thank you so much, Yolanda. I appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all for the shares. Appreciate the support. Hope all is well. So as you guys are coming in, yeah, definitely make sure you're liking, sharing out the live. I appreciate all the support. My new friends in the room, if you're new, I always say, guys, put new in the chat so we can get to know you. If you are nervous and afraid, thank you for that daily heart me happy. I appreciate your friend. Thank you for the roses. Appreciate the support. The original Aboriginal, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room as well. Thank you for the head mustache. Appreciate that. You said new. Oh, Lanice. I don't know why I put the D in there because I see Denise. So thank you so much for being here. So, and you said earlier you're nervous. You want to go live, but you're nervous. So we're gonna talk about that nervous feeling. What are you nervous about? You're like, what would you talk about? Is that kind of the nerves, or are you just kind of shy? Is that it? Let me know what's the nerves coming from. Hey, Frank. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Appreciate you being here. Original. Thank you so much for the support. We are, did we get that flash go? Heart me ASAP, appreciate you. Oh, we got one more. That was a heart me flex. Oh, that was cute. I was like, heart me ASAP. That was a flex. Oh, that was cute. Thank you for that. Yes, one more. We'll see if we get some more friends in the room. We'll get one more. Thank you for the populars, friends. Appreciate it. And so we should be able to get that flash go. We're within the first 5 minutes, I think, of it. So as people come in, they can support. Yeah, so we're only 8 minutes, 8 minutes still remaining, 8.5 minutes still remaining. Shy, I'm very reserved person. Okay, I get that. I get it. So my nervous, my shy people, my afraid people, I always kind of talk to you in the beginning because we kind of talk about mindset for this because at the end of the day, your topic, and well, let me ask this, what would you talk about in your live stream too? Because that's going to be important. And I'm assuming it's still based on your bio, still healing together, safe space for healing after loss. So you would help people through the whole experience of losing someone and experiencing that grief and kind of talking through that and helping people who have a shared experience. Um, and that's important. And that's the way you should look at it. Correct. Okay. Yeah. So that's the way you should look at it. Because at the end of the day, there's people who are out there who have who have experienced something similar and they want someone else to talk to and help normalize it or share or just be in community with. And so what you do is make a space for that. That's essentially what you're doing. And you can share your experience. You can have, there's different ways you can engage in the topic, whether it's having guests or if it's having your a special guest or a co-host or having your boxes open for people to talk. I would turn on your audience control because of the topic, but just making sure that you're holding space for people. Now, with that, it's your room, it's your story, it's your topics you want to bring into this. Ultimately, it's up to you in terms of how you want to address it. And all I would tell you to do is just maybe take some notes, create an outline, so over time, you're able to share different aspects and have different topics you're covering. But in the beginning, you're just getting to know people. You're showing up. You're having a conversation. I tell people all the time. In the beginning, you're talking to your best friend. You're talking to yourself in this sense of saying and sharing information out loud to people who might come past your live stream. So don't overthink it. Just just talk and talk the way you would talk to yourself. You know, when you go live, can you have more than one topic to talk about? Absolutely, absolutely. The only thing I will tell you when it comes to that, I think there should be like we say the niche is like that overarching um, category that you're talking about. So if you're, I'm going to talk about my crocheters, my knitters, my people who are in the craft niche. They're in crafting. So when you talk about it, you're talking about some type of craft. You don't want to be a crafter and then all of a sudden you're talking about fitness. You know what I'm saying? That's a different niche. It's a different topic. So the people who are in your room are interested in crafting, and then they're probably specifically interested in the craft that you do, crocheting, knitting in particular. So that's the way you would do it. And so then you would say, okay, here's how you crochet or knit and do this craft for different themes. Maybe you're doing it for the holidays. Thank you so much. I see you. Thank you, Trisha T. So maybe you're doing it for the holiday theme and you're doing some Christmas or some other holiday type, um, you know, craft projects. Oh, look at you, level 30. Awesome. Let me see. Hey, Nikki Grace. Let me catch up on comments. So just kind of think of it in that way. So you can have themes, you can have different topics you cover, but at the end of the day, you want to stay within your niche. You don't want to venture too far away because that's not what your audience is there for. So you got to kind of think about what are people in your room trying to achieve from you. It'll be all the same if you guys were here to learn about go live tips, and then all of a sudden I'm talking about, I don't know, my my lipstick, my makeup. It's like y'all didn't come here for a makeup lesson. Y'all came here for the go live tips. So just know you want to make sure you're speaking to your audience, your target audience, because people are there to hear you. Even though you might think you're talking to everybody, you are talking to a specific group of people that are interested in your topic. Thank you so much. Hey, Jess, welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. Let me catch up on a few comments. I apologize. Those who came in the room, if I missed you, hello, welcome to the room. Make sure you guys are getting to know one another. Feel free to engage with other people in the room so that you're building your community. Also, if you don't mind sharing out the live and liking the live, that would be great. 300 comments, Ocean Summer. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Trisha T, I gotta find your sticker. Where's your sticker? I want to pin it. Thank you so much for coming in and celebrating in the room with me, and becoming level 300. I mean, I'm not 300, 30, 30. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? There we are. There's the sticker. Let me add it. See if I can add it. Trisha T. Set it on the side. There we go. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. Gotcha. Okay, I was thinking going live 3 days a week with different theme each live. That's possible, yeah. Different theme. I'm assuming still in the niche of you know, uh, healing, grief, counseling, supporting people who have gone through that, but different topics along that line. I'm assuming that's what you're saying. How do you feel about going live without showing your face? I'm okay. So I am faceless with purpose. I mean, I'm sorry, non-faceless. Oh, I'm sorry, faceless. That's what I meant. Faceless with purpose. So, for example, my people who are faceless are usually like I just talked about the knitters, the crafters, the crocheters. They're showing their craft. Glorious, how are you, friend? Thank you, Jess, for that community gift. So I like people who are showing something. Coloring gems. She's showing her coloring. She's doing that the whole time. So she's faceless. I have another person in the agency who shows her computer because she's showing you Canva. People have never seen her before. How you doing, Shar? Thank you for that. And so my tiny stiletto person who's making the 3Ds tiny stilettos, and she's painting those out. You've never seen her before. So again, faceless with a purpose. Now, if you just want to be faceless because you're trying to be mysterious, I don't think you want to do that. You may not get people to engage fully. You might, but you might not. Most likely you won't. So if you're going to be face forward, people get to know, like, and trust you. So you're building that connection with folks. So faceless with a purpose. That's what I would say. So I'm not a big fan of people who just don't want to show their face just because you got to be showing something. You always have to have something on the screen because people are looking at your screen. Hello, Carrie. How are you on my live yesterday? You encouraged me to go on my first live this morning. Did you? How did it go? I think I want to start talking about how to use things like Canva to help with digital products. I love that. Go see Dee's Digital. See her layout, her format. Shar, she's a good one. Go see how she does it. We only kind of see Leanne. She is doing art. Yeah, that's true. You kind of see Leanne. Yep. Leanne has that lower screen, but she definitely shows her face, which is a nice spin on it. Thank you so much. How do you get your own sticker? That was part of a campaign. They only gave it out to like 50,000 people. Part of this community gift campaign thing they did. Hopefully they roll it out to more folks, but it was part of something they did last month. No, I guess it was the early part of this month, early February. It's possible if you are showing things. Yeah, definitely. You definitely want to show. You got to show something that people are going to engage in. They're looking at what you're doing. So yeah, definitely in that way, correct. So, you said 11 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. Central. So did it go well, friend? Thank you so much for sharing that. Going live at noon Eastern after my job interview. Awesome, awesome. I am live host that does fitness. Oh, you do fitness lives. Nice. Jess, I love that. Awesome. And then you shared your time. That's because I'm going back up. I'm doing the reverse. So I see you, friend. Um, you said you can't wait for the retreat. Awesome. Well, sign up. Definitely, sure. You got to sign up, friend. Appreciate you. Thanks for this information. Yeah, we're trying to finalize the hotel block with all the rooms and stuff. So people are booking the hotel quickly. So we're working through that. Carrie, you said I really didn't get into anything. I just wanted to break the ice. You did well. So that's the first step. Just going live, kind of working through it. Yep. So I love that. Um, so yeah, thank you all for engaging and having that conversation. Let me know if that answered your question about faceless. And then my friend Lanice, let me know if that answered your question about going live and being shy. I usually talk a little bit more about it. Harley, how are you, friend? Thank you for joining. Her art is so pretty. Yes, Leanne is amazing. She's so talented. She really is. She does the carving and she does the printmaking. So yeah, she's really good. So I would agree. I would definitely agree. You said I forgot about the trip. Yes, Yolanda. Yes. We have the registration open now. So those who are new in the room, I am a creator network agency. We people it is TikTok's creator network program. It's a free program because TikTok pays you and based on your live stream, and they take a percentage of the gifting and diamonds and stuff that you get, the gifting that you have that happens in your live stream, the rewards rather, and with that percentage they pay agencies. So they pay you, they pay themselves, they pay the agency. So many of the people in the room, some of the people in the room are in the agency already. I'll talk about it more. It's a free program. If you're curious, you can always click this Service Plus and message me, but I'll talk about it too. And I'll share the where you can get the application from because it's a quick apply. You have to be a live host. I repeat. So my nervous, afraid, shy people, you cannot join if you're not going live. Okay. But you got to go live. You got to plan on continue to go live at least 3 days a week. That's what I'm telling people. Kind of get used to going live. That's what we're doing. And then ideally, you're going to go 5 days a week to 7 days a week. You're going to go daily. I show up twice a day. So you want to do this and start building and growing. And then you figure out, you got to know why you're doing it. I tell people, know your why. Okay? Know why you want to do this. Many people's whys include making passive income or primary income, and all that passive, making it part of their income base. Um, Maybe you're promoting a service or a product, or maybe you are building, engaging with people because you want to share, your ebook or something like that. So it just depends on why you're doing this. And then obviously, because you're going live, there's ways to monetize here through the gifting and engagement that happens, the super fan, if people wants to become your super fan, campaigns you can participate in, if you're going to do the battles. So there's ways to make money as a live host here on TikTok in particular. And then other people might do it because they're trying to get recognized and they're trying to be famous because they want people to hear them sing or play their instrument or whatever. So there's that fame element. And then there's people who just want community. They just want to be in community with folks. This is a way to connect and have a human connection. Hey, Love Universified, how are you? You sell digital products, digital marketing products, yeah. And so you have that element. And then the last reason why is people want to master TikTok in general, whether it's the content side, whether it's this live hosting side, whether it's being an affiliate, whether it is, and for like TikTok Shop, whether it is getting brand deals and the UGC deals, or whether it is, thinking about your podcast and some other things that you want to do. So it's that mastery piece too. So a lot of people are interested in for that reason. So kind of know your why. Why are you doing it? And then that will help you continue to show up, okay? Because it doesn't happen overnight in terms of having your room and people coming in and engaging. Thank you all coming in. Let me catch up on some comments. I went live 2 times, but only had one person both times, so I didn't do another. I want to keep doing it. Yes, I'm going to talk about that because that consistency matters. I'll leave that to Doc. She keeps me up to date. Thank you so much, Char. I figured I feel comfortable with digital because that's what I do for a living. There we go. Yeah, you definitely. It's good to have a digital solution you're offering. How you doing, unique one? I see you, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. You said I need to sign up. Yes, Yolanda. Yes, definitely sign up, friend. Let me know. I just sent out another email yesterday. I'm going to send out some more communications as we're leading into getting a final roster of who's attending. So what I was just sharing about the agency, we are doing a in-person meetup. We're doing an in-person retreat. We're doing it in Orlando. I live in Florida. I live in Orlando. So and I know y'all all over the world, and my people in the cold states, this might be your time. Okay. This might be what you want to do as you're thinking about that blizzard that just went through. But with that being said, it should be fun. It's going to be in June. So if you're in the agency, you'll get the communication. You will have to sign up sooner than later, sooner rather than later. Yes, Ocean's, I know, I know. We got a little bit of that cold blast too here in Florida. It came through a little bit over the last couple of days, but we're gonna warm up by the end of the week. Um, you said SOB, so if you are in the so if they're in the community, come see you. Yes, yes, sure, I see you, friend. Yes, I need some warm weather already. I feel you, friend. It was 44 yesterday, I know, but it was like 85 over the weekend. So we'll be back to the 80s by Friday. Yeah, so it should be good. We should be good here in Florida, in Orlando, that is. But y'all gonna be shoveling snow for a little bit. Some of y'all. So, and I can tease because I'm originally from Chicago, so I paid my dues. So don't think I'm just teasing and saying this as somebody who don't know nothing about snow and cold weather. So I paid my dues in the past. Hey, international girl, how are you? Nika Grace, I saw you flying in. Love Universal Pod. Thank you for sharing out the live. All coming in. You said Florida weather needs to get it together. I paid mine too. Oh, that's right. You from New Jersey. 80s. Yes, the 80s ocean summers. You said I'm totally jealous right now. You said me too. I paid mine. Kim, you paid yours too. I have to say that. I have to give a little caveat because I don't want y'all thinking I'm just a Florida girl. No, I paid my dues. I've been through the Chicago cold weather. Hello from Florida. Hey neighbor. Yes, it's chilly here. It is chilly here. I love that. Did I miss a live from late coming in? Ocean Summer. I don't know, friend. No, Ocean Summer. That was International Girl. I don't know what. Okay, what was your questions? What type of questions you have? Let me know. I think you're still trying to figure out how to go live. Are you still nervous? Are you one of my nervous friends? Let me know. You said I've shoveled, clean cars, all of it. Me too. Me too. The winter boots, the coats, the hats, the gloves, the mittens, all of it. Thermals, all of it. I've done it. Good morning, Nika Grace. Nika Grace, I appreciate you being here. So, long story short, you guys, I'm going to talk about the agency, so let me know if you're curious about it. But in the meantime, we're going to talk about getting many of my beginners to go live. That's what this is. We want to go live. We're going to talk about it. TikTok filtered a comment, so feel free to rewrite it if I don't say it. The next one, Diana, you said, I'm here for tips to go live, and yes, I'm nervous. I miss my Uggs, though. You said you miss your Uggs. Yeah, so that's the last comment I saw before it got filtered. So if you wrote something, it might have gotten filtered by TikTok. Love Universify, you saying hi to Nika. And then International Girl says, no, I went live yesterday. You did go live. And someone put a match in bed. What you mean? They started. What you mean? You mean you did a battle? A match? Somebody came up on your screen and co-hosted with you? And you're like, how did they come there? And then they started the match game. Let me know. Yes, all that happened. All of that. You had to accept the match, so you clicked accept. So yes. Let me explain what happened to you. You can turn that feature off. You can turn it off. Just go live. You have to do it and then learn that way. Yep. That's it. So You might have to auto accept on. She might have it on. I had a co-host. Yes, it sounds like that was a co-host. It wasn't a guest. It was a co-host. So she definitely has that feature turned on. You said I had a guest and you accepted. Did you mean to do it? Let me know if you meant to do that. Let me know if all of that happened, and you're like you were just telling me it happened. It wasn't a bad thing. Okay, so I'm assuming you meant for all that to happen to you. Nika, what is that? That was cute. A shooting star. That was cute. Thank you for that. I was like, what is that on my screen? Okay, okay, international girl. I love it. It's new. I like that, Nika. Thank you so much. I love it. Hey, Cindy Mel. How you doing, friend? Um, Cindy Mel. How are you? International girl. That's huge. That was great. That was good. Yeah. You so you said you did all that on purpose. You were just sharing. So that's good. Yeah. So what she did, you all, just so that you know, that was her first live. She had a co-host, so it was another person in the room with her. They were in their room and she was in her room. And they did a game. It's called a match. You'll hear people say battle. She turned that on and they had a battle together, which is really cool. So yeah, all that happened in her live, with her just trying something new, you know? So I like that, friend. You did your thing. I'm proud of you. That was good. You said, I just wanted to see how it was. I love that. When I try to make friends, TikTok will not allow me to follow, but not friends. Battlestar. Still haven't gone live. Sent email. It's time, friend. Just go ahead. Just go ahead and rip the band-aid off. You got this. Battlestar, I'm not understanding. You say when you try to make friends, TikTok won't let you follow. Have you followed? You might be in what's called, they call it TikTok jail, meaning that you had people who were suggested people to follow, and you went down a list and you just followed them. And if you do that too many times, 200 people in a day, you gotta, and it's a 24-hour clock. So say you did it today at 10 o'clock. All me to follow, but not friends. All me to follow, but not friends. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't, it's not computing what you're saying. Allow. They allow you to follow, but not friends. You can follow 200 people in a day. People who follow you back become your friends. They're not following her. Yeah, that's what I'm gathering. People who follow you back can become your friends. So people are following you. I mean, you are following them, and they're not following you back. I see where she has the follow button. Nika, what you mean by that? She does have her follow button. So she's been following people and they're not following her back. So she should be good. She does have a follow button. She should be good. Battlestar, I'm still trying to pay. Okay, but that isn't a friend button. No, people who follow you back become your friend. So are you talking? Let me see. You're talking about this area. Let me see. You're talking about your list. Let's see. Let's go to the page. You are talking about, when you look, this is my agency page. Laugh out loud. I'm not following this conversation. You see me processing, Diana. I'm like, I'm just trying to figure this out. Yeah, you said I'm not following it either. Okay. Sometimes I'm good. Sometimes I get a little confused, and it is me. I have to admit it. Sometimes it's me. I'm like, what just happened? You tried. I'm trying. Okay. So let's see. Followers, following, and followers. If I click this, are you saying this friends? Are you talking about this area, the friends area? You talking about that? Let me know if that's what you're referring to. Followers. Let me hit the person. You have your follower, you have your friends, you have your followers, and then you have your following. Yes. Yes. Okay. Let me explain this to you. Okay. So that's what you're talking about. Okay. So following are the people you're following. Okay. So apparently you're following different people. You're going in, you're connecting with people in lives. Maybe you go on their page, you're connecting with them on their page, you're following them, you're pressing the following button. Okay? The followers are the people who see you and come to you and follow you. They're like, oh, I want to follow Battlestar. She's awesome. I want to follow her. So they're following you. So you follow some people follow you. The people who you follow and they follow you back, or they follow you and you follow them back, become your friends. So what's happening is you're following people, they're not following you back, or people are following you and you're not following them back. Okay. So you're not getting friends because of that. That's what's happening. So friends is not happening. So I just learned something new. The friends tab. Yes. Hey Joel. So thank you so much. So I think that's what you're saying. So here's what happens. Okay. The max you can follow, this number here, this 65. And my 65 is low on purpose. My 65 is not 281, meaning that I have not followed all of those people back. It's 65 kind of on purpose because this is my agency page. I'm kind of being intentional about who I follow back and trying to manage this page a little bit more. But with that being said, the max I can follow, the 65 number, actually does have a cap to it. That 65 number has a cap of 10,000 people. Okay? So the max you could follow, the following number that you can, the 65 number in this case, is, thank you so much, Joel. Appreciate your friend. Thank you for the gifts, friend, sent email. I appreciate your friend. The max is 10,000. If you notice some of the big creators, hey Kimberly, thank you so much, friend. Hey friend, how you doing? Thank you all for the follows. I see you guys. I appreciate all the support. Thank you all for coming in. Feel free to like the live and share it out. Power share means that you're holding my nose or glasses down and you can send it out to multiple people. There's a list of names that will pop up when you hold down the middle of the screen. And so you can share it out with multiple people. So if you don't mind doing a power share, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate the support. So the max you can follow is 10,000 people. So when you think about some of the larger creators, they're very protective of how they follow people and how they're staying within their niche. So the people they traditionally follow. All right, Jay, thank you so much. Thank you for answering that. You're welcome, Barbara. Thank you for being here. So they generally keep that number relatively low, maybe under 1,000, under 500, and sometimes even under 100, because they're still kind of deciding who they want to follow, and they don't want their algorithm, when you think about your following feed, to be people who are not within their niche. So they try to stay very niche specific. Maybe they're following the people who they admire, those higher level content creators in their niche, those influencers. So they try to do that, or maybe, it's obviously some close friends, but those numbers are relatively low. Thank you. So look at that. That's cute. Yes. So that number, that's the why. And so you keep that number low. So people do actually practice not having a whole lot of people they follow. And then over time, you really do cute. What was that? What was the name of it? Let me look. That was called a panda snap. That was cute. That was a panda snap. I hadn't seen that one. That was super cute. Thank you for that, Jay. And so over time, as you grow as a content creator, let me say this right now. If you look at my number, I have 17,000 people. Now my goal by the end of the year is to be at 50,000, ideally. In a perfect world, we'll see. Thank you so much, Joel. Appreciate you. That's my goal. I am growing, friends. I'm trying to be really, really high up there. I can't follow everybody back. I won't be able to. Matter of fact, as I sit here right now, I can't follow all 17,000 people who follow me. It's just not feasible. It's not possible. And so in light of that, you also want to keep that number down, because as you grow and ascend, there are going to be some people you pick up along the way. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. So there's people you're picking up along the way. So you don't want to get to a point where you max out. And then also, you don't want to get to a point where your algorithm is so confused by all the different people you're following that your feed is not showing you the type of content you want to see. Okay? You said I'm at a standstill. I need to do something with my monetization. Kimberly, okay, Kimberly, stay with me. We're going to talk about monetizing the live stream. Do you go live, friend? I need to clean out my friends list again. Yes, only niche and agency are staying. Yeah, that's it. I'm for this account. I have to do agency folks in particular because I put you guys in my group chat. I could bring you over to the agency side, but obviously I connect with you guys too. So it's not for me. It's kind of like okay, that's a trade off. But yeah, I did purge my numbers. I brought my numbers down. My numbers for following was over 3,500. And you see I dropped it drastically. So just keep that in mind. Your ratios really should be, I would say one third. One third of who's following you, and that's kind of how I have it here. It's about one third. So I'm trying to kind of keep it in that kind of math where, okay, as I grow, I don't want it too high. Okay. Um, it's overwhelming. What step to take next? Over 10,000 followers. Yes. What do you mean? So Kimberly, do you go live? Let me ask that question again. Have you gone live, or are you trying to figure out what you want to do? Okay, that makes sense. I accidentally put something in my showcase, just looking at the showcase, and already made 2 sales. That's awesome. So shop could be an option. You absolutely could lean into that. My ratio is pretty good, but I stay on it. There we go, friend. Yep, yep. So stay on it. Yeah, I wouldn't let it get too much higher than that, Nika. You have to figure out that balance. But I would probably keep it around 1,000 or so at most. So yeah, she said trying to figure out what to do. I did go live 2 or 3 times thinking about doing the sales. Okay, doing the sales size, doing a TikTok shop affiliate. Gotcha. Do you work with folks at TikTok shop? Um, my agency is not a TikTok shop partners agency. I talked about this yesterday morning actually, because one of the creators came in and she was asking some questions about it. It is not a TikTok shop agency. It's called the TikTok Shop Partners Program. I know a lot about shop. I have a shop page. I know, you know, the more or less the basics and probably a little bit. I'm like intermediate. I'm not super advanced, but I'm intermediate. I know enough to get over there where I know how to make money. Okay, I know how to make some money. I know how to get the sales. I know what to do. So I'm on that level. But with that being said, I'm not a shop agency. I do talk about it here because I teach people how to get TikTok shop because you have to inform the algorithm. And then obviously I know how to do shoppable videos. I do shoppable lives. I know how to do all that stuff. I know that you have to stay on top of it because you don't want to get yourself in trouble with TikTok shop. You got to stay in compliance. Hey, Coach Rhonda, how are you, friend? That's what I need to do. I need to know about making money. Right. So I know enough about it, but it is not, I say that clearly because it's not a shop agency. Shop in itself, it does take a lot of, you got to stay in touch, stay in it. You got to stay diligent. You got to know the campaigns. You got to kind of pay attention to those campaigns. You want to be mindful of your product selection. There's a whole art and science to TikTok shop. Okay. And then understanding what's appropriate and proper verbiage to use when you're doing shoppable videos and you're talking about products doing your shoppable live. So there's a whole thing you have to know to do. So, and I've stayed up to speed with it for the most part. In the past 6 months, I've obviously been focusing a lot on this side with the agency and building it up. So I've been a little out of touch, but I was in touch enough to know when you think about the fourth quarter, with the holidays period and what to do and what campaigns were running, getting samples, all that stuff. I did some shoppable videos because I had gotten some samples and stuff. And I do shoppable lives over here. I'll turn on my shopping cart, and that'll also generate sales because of the shop products, my light and my lighting I use, and the sound and the tapper and stuff. So I know enough about it. And so let me know if there's any questions about that But just know shop is something. If you do it, you got to stay in it. Stay with it. All right. What's the difference between shopping cart and TikTok Shop Live? Shopping cart is the actual, you guys don't see it because I didn't turn it on. It is the actual shopping cart symbol that will pop up, and that's where you put products in. And when you do an official, you turn on that cart, you pin products. But if you're doing what's called a full blown shoppable live, you're talking about the products only for the most part. You're not doing what I do, where I'm talking a little bit about the go live process, and then I may put products in there, and then I'll start talking about the products, or I'll have products in there and don't talk about them as much, and I'm still talking about my other stuff. So you don't want to do that. You When you go to the shopping, you said I want to do a giveaway. See, that's something I have to be honest with you. And all that time I was doing shop, I never did the giveaway program. I think you got to get invited. You have to be eligible to do that, and I didn't have that access when I was doing it. So that's something I've actually never done. I've never done the whole giveaway to its full extent. Um, I think I will have to buy and give away, and not through the seller. Yeah. See, I've never done it because I didn't have that access. Thanks, Dr. Lisa. You're welcome, friend. Good morning, Kim Love Jones. How are you, friend? So, yeah, I've never done the actual giveaway. So, I got a strike from someone else. You got a strike from someone else video? How did that happen? What do you mean? I'm not sure what that means. Did you comment on someone's video? Hello, friends coming in the room. I see you all. I apologize. Let me know if you're new to the room. Say new in the chat. So, are you saying following you need a lower number? Birdie, you said following you need a lower number. I did not know that. I don't know. Repeat what you're writing. So, you're saying following you, following me, need a lower number. I did not know that. I don't know what you meant. I don't get it. It didn't process for me, Bernie. You got a fragment yesterday? Look at you, friend. I did not get a fragment yesterday. So that did not happen. I'm so close, but I gotta figure out my time of day. I think that's the problem. But no, I didn't get it, Birdie. Let me understand what you meant. Following you need a lower number. The followings should be lower. The max you can follow somebody is 10,000 people you can follow. So you definitely want to consider having a lower ratio there between that and your followers. Yeah. I was commenting on a video and saved it. Okay. Okay, yeah. So that got you in trouble. Gotcha. Your comment got you in trouble. Yeah. You were saying that your following you needs to keep it low. I didn't know that was what I was supposed to do. Yeah, you don't want that number to get too high. Did you get the flash code? I did, Kim. It was the heart maze, but I got it. We got it. Thank you so much, Kim. Um, yeah, so you don't want that number to get too high. The max you could do is 10K. So if you can keep it under, I would say, again, if you're looking at your followers, your following, I would try to make sure it's not too much higher. Definitely not. I know some of us are starting off, so that following number might be at 1,000, and you only have 500 people following you back. So I know there may be an imbalance, but try to manage that number. Thank you so much, Kim. I appreciate you. Try to manage it so that it is not too high up there. I would definitely keep it under 5K, so at least half the amount. And then you can always purge. You can always remove people. So that's fine. And you should. You should go in there and remove the banned accounts. I know I said that out loud, and you guys are going to say, what is a banned account? So I'm going to show you what it is. Did you get my message for battles? I did. I hearted you back. So I got you. You actually have an opponent. So I have it already confirmed. So I will, when I come back, when I go back to the inbox, I'll send you the name. Okay, so I got you, and then I got Zen, and anybody else who wants to do. You said I need a friendly battle. Okay. Tell me what time and day. Message me, Kim. What time and day? There's an agency I'm working with now to coordinate some things, and so I'm gonna nudge him and see if I can get a couple more on his roster. But if you can let me know like ASAP, like send me a message and say what time and day could work this week, and I'll see if he can give me another coordinate a couple more people. Anybody else message me as well. And then let me say this, I'll try and come back, come support. Yes. Let me say this. I want y'all to start thinking in advance, people in my agency, people in the agency, think in advance for March. Because March I want us to be, I'm calling it and already submitted our campaigns so that they get approved and everything's good. But I'm calling it like a March Madness theme. It's called Live Madness. And so I want you guys to go harder than you've ever done before. So if you know what your numbers have been before March, let's see if we can go a little higher. Okay. So maybe thank you for the compliment, hair compliment. Maybe we can get to, hit some of those milestones. All right. So that's what we're trying to do in March. So if you need a battle coordinated, let me know sooner than later. Because I'm also traveling in March. So I want to try to get all that kind of up out there up front. So is not lingering. All right. Um, so let's go back to the other thing we were talking about. You guys, let me know what I was about to tell you because I felt like I was about to tell you something very profound. What was I about to say? I was going to go somewhere with this conversation. I was going to show you guys something. What was I going to show you? I said, "Oh, I'll show you." How do you find an agency? I'm not in the U.S. Oh, are you in Jamaica? I think you don't have to go to home screen and see if there's agencies available in Jamaica. I don't know. I have no idea. So search. You were talking about the campaigns. I was going to talk about campaigns. Is that what I was about to? Thank you so much. Thank you for the live. You're welcome, Barbara. For Match. Yes, but I'm in the UK. Okay, I know there's UK ones. I just don't know who to recommend you to. But yeah, search on the home screen and search for creator network agencies in the UK. You were talking about it for March. Yeah, so the campaign for March was Live Madness. That's what I'm doing. I want you guys to do some battles. So definitely let me know. You're welcome, friend. In advance if you are looking to do battles in the month of March. Okay, so let me know what day, time. I'm going to put that out there for this week as well. Like I said, I'm traveling for like 10 days in the month of March, so I really won't be able to be in front of that type of stuff. So I want to do it before I leave. Okay? So that's why I'm telling you guys to make sure you're dialed into that. And give me some options well in advance. Okay, so the other thing I was going to show my newbies, band accounts. That's what I was going to say. Band accounts. So really quickly, if you, I'm at work and jumping in and out of your live. I'm ready to enjoy your live. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it, friend. Thank you for that. So if you are on your home screen, if you are, I'm here for battle, you here for battle, you are, and I have you written Black Lotus. So Black Lotus, you're on my list. I need to find somebody for you. That's why I said I have a list to go back to the agency that responded. So hopefully I can get you scheduled one, Black Lotus, as well as Kim. Kim, let me know, and anybody else. You said you're the best. I got your friend. I didn't forget. So I need to ask him about two more people. So Black Lotus and Kim. But Kim, let me know your times. Black Lotus, I think you said you were flexible. So I was going to put you at like, 8 o'clock on Friday or something like that. See if I can get him to commit to that. So I'll keep you posted, friend. So, okay, let me show you guys band accounts really quickly. You said I'm flexible as well. You are? Okay. What time do you normally go live? You 8 o'clock? Are you live by 8? Are you going live? Yes, evening. Are you doing Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Either one of those days? 8 p.m. is great. Okay. Which day would you prefer? Let me know if you're just saying Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Friday's good. Okay. Okay, so Kim, maybe I'll do you Friday at 8. Black Lotus, I'll see if I can get you Friday at like 8:30 or Saturday at 8:30. So let me know. if that works for you, Black Lotus. Are you open? Let me know which days you're not open. I was trying to make sure that you guys work on the same time. I'm going to inbox you. Okay, perfect. All right. Hey, Coach Jesse. Okay, really quickly, I was going to show you guys band accounts. This is my shop page. So if I go to here, I cleared out my banned accounts the other day. TikTok will ban your account and put you back at the user. So I'm clicking following, and there's a little search bar. And if you type in the word USER, oh, it says I have no results. Let me see if I can find an account that has one or two banned accounts on it so I can show you what it looks like. I think I cleared this out, so I may not have options, but we'll see. Mm, doesn't look like I have any banned accounts right now. Let me check the other one, the main one. Let's see. I don't know. No banned accounts, y'all. I cleared them all out, so I have none on my pages. So with that being said, we're just gonna go with pretending that there's some here. So we're gonna have to make believe. Okay, so you guys already know TikTok will, if you are alive, I mean if you're on your homepage and you're looking at your followers or following, if you click, I usually click the following side because my following has that search bar under following. It doesn't have it under the followers. So I click that search bar and I type in the word USER because USER because TikTok, when they start your account, you are user with all the numbers. When they ban your account and take it away, you go back to user with all the numbers. They take your name away. Thank you so much, Coach Jesse. I appreciate you, friend. They take that name away for you, and they take your photo away. Okay, so if you type in USER and there's a list of no photo with the user with all the number listed there, any of those accounts, click the one with no photo. And when you click it, it will say in the middle of the screen, the profile for that photo will say account banned. So that's what you want to remove those because it inflates your numbers. Hey, Coach Chantel, appreciate you being here. Hey, the original. So get in the habit of checking for that at least once a week. And like I said, I just did all mine in the last week. And so I'm good for now. I haven't gotten any new ones, but TikTok has always banning accounts. And so again, those numbers will stay on your those accounts will stay as part of your follower numbers or your following numbers. And again, that's inflating your numbers because you can't engage with those accounts. Those accounts are banned. And so you need to remove them. All right. So definitely get in the habit of removing any banned accounts. It'll help you when it's time to get TikTok Shop, especially for my friends who are trying to get it because it doesn't have your numbers looking as if you have 1,000 followers or this higher number. And once you remove all those banned accounts, they're gone. All right, and your number drops lower than what you thought it was. So get in the habit of removing those. You can remove them by clicking the arrow in the top corner. It says remove this follower, or you can just turn them back to red. If you go down the list, you can turn them back to followed or follow back. All right. Um, my friend, how you doing, Per Mom? Good morning. Good morning. Others in the room, I appreciate you all being here. And again, if you are new listening to me, put in the chat you're new. We always want to make sure we're connecting, especially even if you're new-ish, meaning that you've been here maybe a couple times, but you're still learning and you're new to our community. We're happy to connect with you. I love answering your questions. My new friends, my nervous, afraid friends. I think we've had some people come and go, and that might have been their nerves. But you definitely want to start going live. You are not new, Nika Grace. You are not new. You definitely want to get in the habit of going live. So I don't want you guys to be nervous about this. It is not all it's not that nerve wracking over time. Okay, in the beginning you got a little nerves going on, but over time it gets easier. And ultimately, what happens? I mean, we create this narrative that says, "Oh my gosh, nobody's going to show up." lot of people will show up in the beginning. Let's be real about it. That's just how this goes. They're getting used to you, or you're sitting back thinking like no one's gonna come comment and engage back. You'll get some people over time that'll start commenting, just like you guys comment. Good morning, thank you, Coach Chantel. And so that's how it is. People will start connecting with you, asking questions, depending on what you're sharing or doing in your live. So just know that's partially it is you showing up, being consistent, and making sure you're connecting with people and engaging with them, and in turn they'll start engaging back. He said, "I'm learning when you give flowers, does that cost money? And what is grab a heart? Oh, um, is it Yassi? Thank you so much. Did I say that correctly? Welcome to the room. Um, the heart me is this little thing here. It says join. When you give flowers, you do have to have coins on your account. So you do have a blue box. So at one point you put some coins on your account and you send a rose. You might have click the heart me. You hear people say grab the heart me. I think I'm going to say it too then because I was about to say it just now. Yes. So because of that, you have to have coins on your account. So you did add money to your TikTok account and you ultimately are sending gifts. The heart me technically is a gift because it costs a coin and the live host does get credit for that. Uh, So I'll say that again because a lot of times I think the narrative is that the heart me is to TikTok. No, the heart me is to the live host. And I know that because I will look at your people who are going live and all they got was heart me's. They didn't get any other gifts, but they still have diamonds that they've collected along the way. So that came from the heart me. So just know that's part of the gifting process. And you become a fan club when you get the heart me. Thank you so much. What is it, Fulcrum? Thank you so much for being here. Fulcrum Mindset. Thank you so much. Hey, Happy, how are you? Um, so you become part of the fan club. The fan club is your community. People who come to your live, if they come back within 7 days, their heart will stay activated where it's the oranges looking heart on the screen. If they leave, it turns kind of it turns gray, essentially. And so the running joke is that your heart is ashy because it's this gray color. That's because TikTok has put it on a deactivated mode. So now you have to reactivate it by sending a new heart me, and then you'll get it back to orange. Same way with the blue box. If you're off TikTok for a week, 7 days, it hides it, it deactivates it. When you come back, then it changes it. It once you send a gift again and you come back, it'll make it blue again, and you'll have it that badge next to your name. Hey Cleopatra, how you doing? So Cleopatra hasn't been here in a minute on this account, and so her heart is grayed out. You see the Lisa next to her name is now showing as gray. She's right above you, so you can see it. Thank you for explaining. You're welcome. And so the heart me is here, and when people send it, it pops up the screen that says "Join my fan club." So you became a fan of the live host. You know, if you're my room, is my name. My fan club is called Lisa. Well, it's called Go Fam, but the badge you get it says Lisa, and then you're basically, hey Michelle, how are you, friend? And so basically, what it's saying to you, if you click it again, it gives you different things for you to do as a fan club member. You can get credit, you get points, you're claiming points for grabbing your daily heart me, that's 45 points. For putting a comment in the chat, that's 30 points. For so thank you. So join my fan club. So yes. And so you get points for sending gifts and the popular vote card because that's part of a campaign too where you are trying to get your creator to be top of the leaderboard for the popular votes. Um, so long story short, you become a fan and you're supporting the live, and as you're supporting and being a great fan, you get levels. You're leveling up. Everything I'm talking about actually is in here. So you can click here, click the question mark in the top corner, and it breaks down the fan club for you. Okay? Is the fan club on the top corner for you all? Let me check on my other account. Let me know if you guys see it. On my side, for the live host is in the top right corner, but it may not be for you all. I said I was in Press Point. Yes, today at okay. Today you're the Cleopatra account. Appreciate you being here, friend. Thank you so much for joining. Um, so yeah, so you guys are connected. So let me see. I want to just see fan club for yeah. So the question mark is in the right corner for you as well. Okay, so when you click here, you see the question mark as well. So definitely take a look at it. See if you read through it and see if you have any other questions about it. I need my grayed out heart needs to come reconnect. My numbers are very low. You probably need to create a group chat. Do you have that feature, Nika? Elevate, thank you for that daily heart me. Do you have the feature to create group chats for your fan club or for your followers? You could do it for your fan club too. I don't know why I started yarning. I got a little sleepy, y'all. Um, you can do it for super level 10 and above. So 10 and above, they can if they I don't know how many tens you have. Thank you so much, Coach Chantel. Birdie, thank you for that daily heart. Me appreciate your friend. He said, I'm not sure. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. Uh, he said, I'm not sure, but if you're here, you're great in my room. Please come by. That was a message from Nika. If you're here and you're great in my room, please stop by. But yeah, you definitely want to encourage your community to come back, engage at least on a weekly basis, especially if they're going to be live. So you want to see if you can kind of bring them back to your room. I try my best to float around and check on you guys, just so my heartbeat stays activated. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more intentional on that. But it's important because that fan club is really the people who kind of keep your live activated too. How do you delete the users? Delete the users? You're saying people in your live stream, if you hold down the word that they said, you said me too. Coach Jesse, you said for your live getting around the people. I agree, friend. Yeah. Yeah, we just gotta prioritize that. It's hard as we start growing. It's hard to make that a priority, but you really should so that you can kind of maintain your numbers. Hey Ebony, how are you? Yeah, so if you hold down people's names, you can block them. That's what that's called. You can block them if you're looking to no longer have them come to your live and you're not following them anymore. You can block them. If you go to your page on your follower, your followings, you can click that number, and then you can unfollow um, any of those people on the list. All right. Let me know if there's any other questions about that. Um, So what else? What else do we want to talk about real quick? Um, Campaigns for the agency. I talked about that. We know we have a new gift gallery. Talked about that. My newbies, let me know if there's any questions you guys have about going live. I can kind of break some stuff down for you a little bit more. So the gift gallery, I was going to talk about that because I know some people in the agency. You guys are kind of shocked about it yesterday. There was a few people room I went to. It was like, what's going on with this gift gallery? So it's intense. He said, I love calling them out and telling them to behave, or they or they get the boot. Exactly. You can mute, block, and report people who come to your room and they're not behaving. I've been, knock on wood, I haven't had too many as of late. When you're new, you do get a lot of them. So I will say that to you all. And the newness of going live. Let me know if that still holds true. Did you guys, my new friends in the room, anybody going live? Do you still get a lot of trolls or people trying to disrupt? So yeah, you got to be careful. Birdie, you said, can you tell us heading before you heading before you go live in hashtags? Heading, you talking about this board? Is that what you meant by heading and hashtags? Or are you talking about from the content side? Nika Grace, you said something. Hold on one second. Dr. Lisa, did you mute the person in my room the other day? You know what? I did not. They left before I was able to do anything. They left. However, I thought you knew them. So I was like, do I need to step in? What was happening? So I was like, let me tread lightly. Maybe she knows them because I know you know some of the people who come in to visit, like they're personal people, you know. OMG, thank you so much. I was like, oh, maybe she knows them. so so I didn't do anything with it, but they left. They ended up leaving. They usually straighten up or move on. Exactly, they do. That's true. That is so true. They usually straighten up and leave. Hi, Jenny. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much. Yes, the hecklers. Oh yeah, those hecklers are horrible. Um. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. Nikki said hello. Hello, Ebony. How are you? My whole voice changed with him. Your voice. Well, you know what? You do a nice, chill hello. Well, hello. How are you? I was like, oh, well, maybe she know then. I was like, oh. I was like, oh, this supposed to be a friend. I was like, do I need to do something? I was just checking. I'm good. And yourself? I'm good, friend. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. So, what Nika's talking about? Let me just say this for my friends in the room. You can set a moderator. You can have a moderator for your room. I could feel his trolling nature immediately. Could you? Thank you, friend. You're welcome. Um, when you have a moderator, all you do is press the person's photo if there's somebody you want to add as your moderator, and there's three dots in the top when their mini profile pops up, and you can select that person to be your mod. And there's some different access and features you can give them access to. So you can have a moderator, and a moderator can pin, mute, and block people too. So they can do the same thing. Um, and obviously some of the features you can not give them control over, so they can ping your products, like if you're doing a shoppable live, they can do some other things too. So you just decide what you need a moderator for. My daughter, when I was doing shop over the summer, she was my mod for my shop page. That was super helpful because I was able to focus on the products, and she would pin products for me, and she was controlling the chat, and she was putting little helpful comments like, oh, this is free shipping, oh, there's a flash sale. So she was doing that. It was really super helpful. So if you ever get a mod, I would say definitely do one for shop. If your room is still growing and building, you can kind of control it yourself unless you're doing something else. So like Nika does the makeup. I'm thinking of like Natty Nat and Trisha T and my crocheters and knitters and tarot card readers, or the sound healing wellness girl. It's hard to mod and control your chat and do your task or your craft. So you definitely want a moderator in those cases. But in the beginning, try to control your own chat if you can. You said your mom's is so helpful. Really helps me out. Yes. Yeah, you're another one. Per mom is in the book talk, so she's reading, she's talking. So it's kind of hard to kind of multitask all the time. So yeah, I would agree with that. So I had a new person ask the question about mods when I went to her room last night. I was floating around to some of the newbies, and she was like, "How do I add someone as a mod?" So just know, click their photo, and then you can go through the process of adding them as a moderator. All right, it's three dots in the corner. You said Flourish has good mods. Yeah, yeah. So it's important. What type of lights are you using? Very nice. Oh, how are you, hairstylist? Thank you so much for being here. I am using two different types of lights. Thank you so much for saying that. These lights have been a nice little game changer too, you all, because people have asked about them quite a bit. Um, so it's a little small. I'll show it here. See this? It's like a little small tabletop stand. I'll actually show it to you here as well so you can see it, because it's right here next to me. Uh-oh, wobbling. Where's it at? Oh, my screen is flipped. See that little, hold on, I'm gonna turn that way. Just like a little small thing. And it sits and it's facing my fake plants. This is fake plants, and it projects on the wall. Okay, and my chair is shadowing it, so you're seeing a little bit of that too. But Let me follow you new here. How you doing, Ziv? Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for being here. So I'm using that lighting, so that's what's cascading off the wall. Thank you so much for joining. Let me know if you have any questions, friend. Um, and those who are coming into the room, feel free to connect. Say hello. Hello, friends. Hello. And so, and then it has a little remote that changes the colors. So that's there, as well as I have a clip-on light that is overhead that's bringing in that upper light. See how that light is helping? Hello, how you doing, Country Road? And so those are the two lights. What's the lighting called? It's called, you know what, let me just do this. Let me just make it shoppable. I sometimes I'm reluctant to do it because I'm like, oh, I gotta manage the shop. I'm gonna do my main three products I've been doing every time I go shop lately. So I'm gonna pin the sunset light. So when you pin a product, you say yes, please, thank you. I was gonna tell you guys to go get out my showcase, but when you pin a product, you gotta show it. So this is me showing the box, and it's on sale, 54% off, free shipping also. So I would definitely encourage, if you're gonna get it, this is the time to do it. Matter of fact, I need to put one in a shopping cart for myself because I need to have a backup one just in case. But yeah, so this is it, and I yeah, I just have it on my tabletop. It's free shipping, 54% off. It is really good. I have it on my table here. You can move it around, deciding on what type of angles you want. For me, it's close enough. It's reflecting my little palm trees, so everyone says they love that effect it gives. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right, so it's the sunset lamp, and you guys are seeing it there. Thank you so much, Haley, and I see you, friend. Others who are coming in the room, I appreciate you all joining. Let me know if you have any questions, but yeah, I have it sitting right here. So that's what you guys are seeing. It's projecting. Let me move my other thing so I don't get in trouble with TikTok. But yeah, that image right there. And all it's doing is projecting off. And then I have it on the fade side. So it's fading out. And so it has these other settings, and I'll do that for you guys too. So you can flash it. Where does that? And so, and then it kind of flash and strobe looks similar to me. So let me see. Let's go fade. And so now we're going to do strobe. Kind of the same, aren't they? A little bit, just like a little subtle difference to them. And then you have the smooth look. Well, it'll slowly fade between the colors. It's a smoother, slowed down fade. And then you just pick solid colors that you want. And then you can dim it and stuff too. So it just depends on which one you want. So I normally have it on this setting. It just moves a little bit faster with the fade. So yeah. So that's the lamp. So yeah, I do that. And then I have the clip-on light above it so that it shines the front view here. And then I basically will use those two combinations. I played around because I also have box lights. So I played around with what was the right feel and look. And I kind of landed with these two, for now at least. I don't like my chair having a shade, so I am gonna get another one. I was recommended that I get another one to kind of balance the two. And maybe I don't get this little shadow here, but that's it. And it's not a huge light circumference, so it just kind of, as you can tell, even in the picture, has like a little circular motion you can have for there. So it just depends on what you're looking at. But yeah, that's it. The sunset lamp. Let me know if you guys have questions. I appreciate you coming in, especially my new people. Thank you, Natty. Nat, I see your friend. So I'm going to unpin that. Let me know if there's any additional questions. I appreciate you all coming in. You guys are seeing in real time. Thank you so much. Very cute. You're welcome. You're welcome. and then the other products are in there as well. So, and as you guys are, as you're going live and stuff, you can pin products. I talked about this a little earlier. You can pin products, but then you also can point people to your showcase. So if you click my photo, you can see my full showcase on that profile that pops up. At the very bottom, towards the bottom, is Dr. Lisa Showcase, and that's where all my products are located. All right. So hope that was helpful. I figure I might as well just go ahead and pin it because I've gotten asked about it quite a bit. Maybe if you're somewhere able to raise the light point, say that again. I'm gonna catch up on pals. Raise the light, point it down so that the chair creates a shadow will be lower and out of the camera shot. Yeah, usually what I'll do is move move myself over like that, so it's not as obvious, and then I'll turn my seat like that. So I've been trying to play around with it, but it's not perfect. So I got to figure out that angle because something about it keeps popping in. I'm not sure why. Um, so do you pay moderators? No, not necessarily. It just depends on the understanding relationship, and so no, you don't necessarily have to do it. You pick people. First of all, you pick people you know who can support you. Could be family, could be friends. Um, not, I mean, it's not a paid job because they're doing it because they're here often, and if they're in your room and supporting, so it just depends. And you go to their room and support. So that's the way I see it. But some people do. Some people do. Depends on the relationship. This was very helpful. You're welcome, friend. Which is, Paul said, I pay in love and sass. Is that what you said? I pay in love and sass. Thank you so much. Hey, E-Nurse. Oh, I love that. So yeah, so you decide on what that looks like for your live stream. And again, depending on the room and how it's rooming and what's happening, absolutely, you probably should. Can we watch your live to recap later? Hey Jamie Lee, if I can't stay for the whole time, um, yes, on the YT. So I am recording right now. I'm on two different platforms, so you can go to my YouTube channel. It's same name, same username, and it will become a recording for you, and you'll see it in the live feed. So it's there. Yeah, it's a playlist. Also, I move it over to the playlist side, but actually, every live I do, it will upload under the live feed, so you can check it there too. Hello, Donna Ray. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Others coming into the room, I appreciate you guys. So if you need some support, let me know if you have questions about being a beginner here. Is yesterday's there too? Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah. I have a concern that I'm not sure how to handle. Natty Nat, tell me what's going on, friend. Let me know. Do you want to come up in a box? Let me know if you need to chat it out, or do you want to keep it in the chat, or do you want to inbox me? It's up to you. Um, hey, Jamie Lee. Yes, please. Yes to the box. Let's see. Okay, let me take my products out the shopping cart first. I just realized I had those things in the shopping cart. I'm not a TikTok will give you that static image, so I try to remove stuff from my shopping cart so I don't get that before I invite people up as a guest. That's one of those shop violations you might get, so you gotta be careful with that. And so I take my products out first. Let's see, let me change the layout. Hello. How,
their workouts on their app. So I sent them a message saying, that I would appreciate, if they asked me permission, because I actually love this company and would like to work with them in the future, and just kind of place it like that, asking for them to give my permission, and then maybe we can talk about ways that we can work together. There was no response. They have a one message limit on their DM, so I can't message them again. And now I've noticed that there's another one. So I've screen recorded the advertisements because I want to make sure that I keep a record of it. But I don't know. Okay, I see Leanne says cease
Yeah,
and
you're
desist.
gonna
So
have to do that.
I guess I'm gonna have to figure out how to contact them because they're they're using me on there, and it just sucks because they were one of my goals to work with,
Oh,
and I don't know. I guess that's what I'm gonna have to figure out how to go about that.
yeah. You know, Zen Crocheting. If you ever go to her live, you go ever go to her live. She's in the agency. She has a little message saying you don't have permission to record me or screen record or anything like that. And so she says she's had to do it before. She's actually had to send a cease and desist letter. You can now nowadays you probably can go online. You can probably have Gemini or Chat GPT create one for you. But at the end of the day, you would have to have that sent out. I don't know if you have anybody who you know who's an attorney or anything like that. They could probably put it on their letterhead and send it for you on your behalf. But you probably are at that point where you need to send something. It's tricky because a lot of it is the social media person and others are not aware. Yeah, yeah. That's true. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah, it could be some high school or college person just doing it and don't realize that that's your intellectual property. And so they need to ask
Yeah,
your
well,
permission.
it's I kind of followed because I went there because I have like a routine daily where I kind of go and research the keywords that I use because I want to see what's up there, see what's going on. And so I saw it, and at first I thought, well, maybe it was like AI or something kind of put it together, but you can actually click it, go to their profile for the actual app, and then it even has their LINK where you can go and sign up for
Mm.
the app for the workouts. So at first I didn't think it was real, and then I'm like, wow. So
Wow.
I guess I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna see if there's someone I can contact. Either they need to start it. Yeah, I mean, I was so excited. At first I was excited. I'm like, man, that means that they're interested. They love because I'm excited. I'm like, yes, let's work together. But
Right.
now that I've already reached out, and clearly they're not interested in that. They just want to use my videos.
Can you go to when you go to the app, is there a company name that it's like they're doing business as or anything like that? Like, is their official name? You can go to like the Division of Corporations and get their registered agent address and mail a letter there. You can also get the business address too. It's typically on the Division of Corporation for the website, for the company name that it's associated with. Yeah, so you should be able to look it up. Yeah, you should be able to look them up
Okay.
as a
Yeah.
corporate
Yeah.
entity.
I know. I'm familiar with the like. I think they have a few names that they kind of. It's like one main name. That's the name of the app, and then they have a couple of different names that they put. They do content under. As keywords. So I'll do that. I'll look them up. I appreciate it. I was like, I don't. I just saw the second one. I'm like, what is going on? I don't know what to do. So
I hate to hear
I'm
that.
gonna.
You know what though? I
I'm gonna
mean,
go.
you're a shining star though. So people are like, look here, you are a role model, friend. So
Thank
yeah,
you.
it's like the imposter accounts. You want to be flattered, but at the same time, you're like, wait a minute, you
Yeah.
at least
If it
tell
was
me you're doing something.
imposter, I would. That's one thing because it's like, okay, well, they're they that's what they do. But this is a company. Like you have a whole business. You have whole people who work for you. If that's the case, put me on the books. But I appreciate it. I
Yeah,
will
you see
definitely keep
Leanne's
you
comment.
posted.
They
I'm like,
they may have a direct contact in their terms and their privacy policy.
okay, thank you, Leanne. I appreciate that. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. I'll definitely do the research for their info, and I'll let you know what happens.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry to hear that.
Thank you, Coach Rhonda. All right, thank you
All right.
guys.
Bye bye. box. I hate that. Oh my gosh. Frustrating, I know, but a sign of the great things ahead. That's true. It is. I mean, you got to look at it that way too. You got to like, hey, people take a note. People are seeing you, friend. But again, the way they go about it is just horrible. They it's just tacky when people do stuff, and you're asking them not to use your likeness in that way. The other thing I should say, you can go in your content. You're welcome, Frank. You can go in your content. I don't know if it's helpful because if they're screen recording, it is what it is. But you can make it so that they can't download or use it as a what do you call it? The duets or the what's the other one? Stitching. You can turn those features off. You can't download your content. So just I started doing that. Yep. Yeah. Mo success, mo problems. It's real, y'all. That is true. And I want y'all to have that mindset. Y'all gonna be putting yourself out here, y'all exposed. And you're gonna have some frustrations along the way. But it is part of your growth. And you guys are ascending. That's how it is. You said I started doing that, and then yes, you are a star, friend. Yes. I had a person put me and him like we were doing a post together, and we didn't and he didn't ask me to do that. Is that the duet? Maybe that's the duet feature. To this day, I've never done a stitch or duet video. I've never used those features. So I'm not the content person that kind of understand and know how to use those fully. But I know people do it, and if you turn that feature on, that people can do that. Yeah, they can do the duet and the stitching type videos with your content. So that's a feature. Is that the way Birdie explained that? That's considered a duet, isn't it? Let me know if that's what that is, guys. He said I deleted him. As you should. But I think that was considered a duet. Let me know if I'm right about that. Those who know, yes, it is. It's a duet. Okay, okay. So yeah, that's a feature that people can do your content. Yes, a duet. All right. So they can do that if you cut that feature on and leave it on. Now, if you turn it off, you can turn it off, I think, on the video level and also in your settings so that people can't do those type of videos with your content. So yeah, definitely turn that off if that's not what you're looking to do. And obviously it is unnerving. I think mine is turned off because I had those imposter accounts. I think it is. I have to go back and check um, from the shop account. Um, oh, 500 minutes. Look at there. Oh, I see. Look at you, Coach Rhonda. Coach Rhonda, you try to build up your shop page. She says she's going to try to be in here with her shop page more often. So you guys definitely connect with Coach Rhonda if you can. I'm going to ping you, friend. She's trying to get her numbers up on that account. So definitely connect with her. Coach Rhonda, this is her TikTok shop page. And then her other page is the main one. You said the social media coach allows that if your settings isn't off on all platforms. Oh, really? Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't like it. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Hello. Hi, praise him. How are you, friend? So, yeah, I think that sucks though, where people, thank you for the populace, people can use your content in any old way. So, you definitely want to be careful with that, y'all. So, and Natty, I hate that that's happening to you as well. Wow. Hopefully, they can collaborate with you. And like I said, if you want to, I don't know if anybody else has legal recommendations, but you could, like I said, nowadays you can go on ChatGPT and get something drafted, or go on some other website and get something that is a legal document that you can have, especially when it comes to a letter. Now, it's great if you have an attorney that's able to kind of put in the legal um, letterhead terminology type stuff too, and have somebody you know send that. So actually kind of interesting. I know a few attorneys. I need to get back in touch with them. So I need to get back in touch with my attorney folks. Yes, we must be careful. Exactly. Exactly. So unfortunately, it's part of the game. It is. It is. Grand Rising, Mrs. B. Thank you so much for the hand heart back at you. Appreciate you, friend. Yes. So it is part of your rise, y'all. That's it. As we grow, we're gonna come across some people who are opportunists and people who are gonna try to pull us down, and you just gotta keep rising. Keep rising. Don't let that stop what you're doing. It's terrible. I get it from everybody, everyday people, but a whole business. I know. And again, it may be some person who is not familiar with, how to ask permission appropriately and how to engage in that process. They think, oh, your content is fair game, as opposed to saying, okay, well, maybe at least let me ask, can we use it in this way? So yeah, they don't realize. Yeah, you gotta ask permission. As a business strategist, I keep Legal Shield easy access to all legal needs for me. There we go. I love that. You see that, Ronique's, did I say that right, Ronique's? I think I did. Business Chronicles. That's a good idea. Legal Shield. Yeah. So that might be something you might want to consider leveraging them. And sometimes, depending on your job, those legal services like Legal Shield and stuff are part of your employee benefits. So you might want to look at that too and see if you have access to services. I know some of you guys still have day jobs, so you can see if that is a benefit that you have. Sometimes they have that as benefits, so you can take a look at it. Renique, there we go. I was thinking Monique, but Renique. Legal aid, yep, legal aid is one, yep. So yeah, definitely look into that. You might have it, because I think you still have a 9 to 5, don't you, Natty Nat? So if you have your 9 to 5, you can see if that's still available to you. All right. Yes. So yeah, see what employee benefits you have, because you might have legal services that's included with it. You said that's a very pretty name, Miss B. The Renique. Yeah. That is pretty, very pretty. Hey Gina, thank you so much for coming in. All right, guys, I'm gonna stay another 15 minutes. I'm almost at 2 hour mark. I'm at an hour and 45 minutes, so I'm gonna stay another 15 minutes or so. Let me know if there's questions. If you guys have any last minute questions, we kind of talked a little bit about a couple of different things. Mindset. We talked about shop stuff. It was just different questions coming in. So I'm always happy to answer questions if there's something pressing and something that is of top of mind for you all, especially I always say my new people, my beginners, because I want you guys to feel comfortable and confident that you can engage in this process. I don't want you guys to get nervous and let the nerves stop you from doing something. As you guys start doing this more, you're going to see other opportunities open up for you. We just had Natty talk about her situation, but obviously she was looking at that from a brand deal concept, opportunity. And so at the end of the day, those opportunities might be presenting themselves. That's one company. It may be another company out there that she's like, okay, because that door, I don't know if I want to go through that door. Let me go through this other door. Let me pursue them, or maybe they'll see me and engage with me. So there's ways you can do it. And so don't feel as if you just have to be here going live doing the content only. You're expanding. Hey Bridget, how are you, friend? Good morning. You guys are going to expand, and you'll have other things that you can consider. For me, I'm considering all options. I'm always looking at different opportunities that I might want to pursue. So I'm still working through some stuff with my content on YouTube. YouTube opened up for monetization, the first level of monetization there. Podcast is something that I'm looking at also. So always look at your options. I don't want you guys to be like only thinking of one thing. And if you don't start this, you really won't have the options. I have products that I want to sell on my own, and I want to do shoppables. How would I do that? Praise them. You Products that you want to sell on your own would be TikTok Shop for seller. So you would need a seller account for um, your own business products. Like if you have your own jewelry, your own t-shirts, something physical products that you're looking to sell. you would have a shop, you would have a seller account and create a shop for your products. Thank you so much, Daddy. I appreciate your friend. Um, if you're trying to be an affiliate, that's TikTok Shop for Creator, and your 1,600 followers, you probably already can unlock that under the Creator Pilot Program. So I would say go to go to your profile page and look at TikTok Studio under the post side. See if you see TikTok Shop for Creator available to you. Um, if are you a business account? I'm assuming you're not. If you don't have TikTok Shop for Creator, come back to my 4 o'clock and I'll talk a little bit more about how to get it and what to do. Just let me know what your status is. Okay. And you can always message me also. So I'm trying to get back into my TikTok for posting. Should I do lives or can I just do videos? You can do videos. Always do. You should always do videos. Even if you go live, you never want to stop doing your video content. So I would say definitely do videos. You could start there, and then if you want to pick up the pace and start going live, you can start on the live side as well. Yeah. So you can do both. Can you do both on the same account? I wouldn't recommend it. For some reason, I think the answer is yes, you could do, but I don't know if you can. I'm so confused by that because I know some people did get both seller access and the affiliate access. So I don't know if they have a shop and a showcase on their page. I don't think they do. I think it's one or the other. I would open up a second account. Have a second account to be your shop page or your business seller page, and the other one for your TikTok shop page. That's what you should do. You said yes, you have a business account, so then you need to open up an account and make it your creator side, a personal account. That's what I would do. Okay, yeah. I have TikTok set up as a business. Okay, and I couldn't be an affiliate. Yeah, you can't be an affiliate as a business, although they still give some business accounts the shop side. And again, that's what confuses me. So I would have said that emphatically, like you can't do both, but I've seen them do it. So I'm not sure why that happens. I thought my followers were over 1,000, but says a bunch of numbers instead of names. Say that again. I thought my followers were over 1,000, and which they are. You have 1,144, but saw a bunch of numbers instead of names. For your followers, oh, you might have some bots and band accounts that you're following. Check your numbers and just type in the word user in that search bar and see if they're banned. Is that banned? It might. There could be bots. It could be bots, and you got to see if they're banned. But yeah, you might have a lot of banned accounts to remove. Let me show you, Miss B. You know how to do it. So when you go to your followers and following, when you go to these numbers here, you're going to this is the wrong page. That's the viewer look. Let me go to the actual account. You're gonna go here. You're gonna touch the word, touch it, numbers. I'm sorry, and then type in the search bar USER for user. So you're gonna type that in, and if you see, I don't have any right now, but if you see accounts that have user with all the numbers and no photos for where the photo should be, yeah, go under following. That's fine. It could be under friend followers too, but I usually mine defaults under following. I'm not sure why, but it does. So go under there and then remove any of those accounts that have no photo. If you click it, it'll say in the middle account banned. You want to remove all those banned accounts. Okay. So yeah, that's it. That's what it sounds like after you talk about it. That before I cleared mine out. Yep, that's it. That's it. That's probably what it is. So So you have to go in and remove those banned accounts. Yeah. Um, Hopefully that fixes it. Hey, Sultry Nana. Sultry Nana, I messaged you yesterday about the hotel. Um, so it is available now. So make sure for the retreat. Remember you were asking about it before. So it is available. And then just make sure you complete the registration before you sign up for the hotel. All right. Thank you all. Let me know if there's any who is going live. Let's put that out in the chat. Who is going live? Appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much for those populace. Appreciate it, friend. Thank you, grinding for the rose. Appreciate you. Thank you. Sorry, I have an appointment. Catch you later. Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much for being here. Those coming through, I appreciate the support. Thank you for those roses. Appreciate everybody. You said, I believe I'm gonna give it a try this week to go live. You ready? Donna Ray, you ready? Today at 8:30 p.m. Look at you, international girl. Nice, nice. Coach Jesse, 6 o'clock p.m. Central. she goes me. Coach Jesse, you need to put it so people see you. They see me and they gonna miss you. So they need to see you. You gotta put 6 p.m. Central so that they can see it. Um, she said yes. I will try live today. Really? Okay, look at you. You gonna try one, Ronique? I love it. There you go, friend. Vintage bestie, how are you? Thank you for that daily heart me. Hello, going on tonight, Elizabeth. Look at you. This Elizabeth is this. You've been going a little bit, haven't you? What day is this? Day. Tell me what day it is. I feel like you've been doing it. You just started, but maybe I'm wrong. I was about to say day 2 or 3, but you might have been already going live. Going on tonight at 9:30 ish, Pacific time. Look at that, friend. I love it. Yes, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay, 1:30 Eastern. Thank you so much, Lucen. Thank you so much for that emoji. Appreciate you, friend. You said international girl. You said also, why did I get a message to go live on Thursday? Is that a goal TikTok gives? I don't know why. I was about to say you're on this will be day 2 for you. I'm not sure. Maybe TikTok is telling you to keep going. Hey, keep going. Go on Thursday too. Make sure you go every day this week. You said DNA mushrooms. How are you? Going live tonight at 7 p.m. Central. Medicinal mushrooms that helped with my dementia. Okay, look at there, friend. I love it. Well, welcome to the room. Let's see. And then you said, Elizabeth, I started last Monday. Okay, awesome. This is my 5th. All right, look at you. Keep going, friend. Love it. You said, I'm going at 7:30 Eastern. Praise him. 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Love that. Live 6:30 p.m. talking about transformational growth. That is Coach Jesse. Transformational growth. And I'm new to your page. We'll follow you. Thank you so much, DNA Mushrooms. Appreciate you, friend. Yes, international girl. All right. Yeah, TikTok just wants you to keep going live. That's what it is. I really don't know why you got that message. But yeah, I assume it's a sign. Hey, Halleck. Hey, sweetie pie. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. You said, I'm so glad I came across your live. I'm learning so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you as well. Yeah, I have no clue, but hey, if TikTok is sending you messages, you got to go with it. Maybe that's a sign too. They're like, hey, people need to see more of you. Go live on Thursday. um, so my new friends in the room. I am a creator network agency, so it may be a little early for some of y'all to apply to the program. It is a free program. I hope you go live. I come live twice a day. As you can tell, I answer questions. I use this as recruiting. Everyday Beauty, how are you, friend? I use this to recruit as well for the agency. And then ultimately, we're a community of supporters. We're growing quite a bit. You have to be going live to join. So you want to make sure you do those first 3 lives and then have a plan in place to continue to go live, okay? So I want you guys to stop. I want you to grow. And as you're here going live for your community, you'll see yourself evolve and stretch and grow even more. Now it is, I always tell people it is a little uneasy in the beginning. You're trying to figure things out. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you, sweetie pie. Hey, Moonflower, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Thank you so much for being here. Coach Jesse, I was thinking I was gonna announce it. Hold on one second. She said the comedy show. Let me pin it. Moonflower, thank you so much. Appreciate you. She's doing her, Coach Jessie is doing her inaugural, I think that's the word, her first comedy show. Chris, welcome to the room. I'm going to talk to you in a second, friend. Um, her first comedy show ever. This is a debut. She is doing it on Thursday at 8 p.m. Central. And she is, it's called Laugh at My Mistakes. Is that it? Laugh at My Mistakes? Laugh at My Mistakes. I think that's it. And she is premiering this and she is breaking out into comedy. So definitely come support if you are interested in just having a nice moment on TikTok and able to have some fun. So she's going to be doing that on Thursday. Go to her profile to sign up. There is a fee. So she's also teaching us how to do an exclusive event on TikTok. So you can do a paid exclusive event. It's a small fee. Don't expect that you're gonna get big ticket prices. So it's I think her fee, the max you can do is $11.99. TikTok does take a cut of it. TikTok does take their cut of it, but it is called an exclusive event. She taught us already. There's some restrictions about it. You can't play music, and so you got to make sure you don't have music playing, but you can do this as a special event, and again making sure that people have tickets to attend or notifications to attend. She's also on YouTube as well, so you can go to her YouTube channel, same name, to get over to her YouTube channel and also sign up for this exclusive event. He said, "Laugh at my mistakes." So that's what she's doing. So definitely sign up for a friend. If you go to her page, you can go to her live profile and sign up. So thank you so much. Bless him designs. Appreciate you, friend. Chris, you came in, friend. Great live. I did like it. Now Chris is using Live Studio. Chris, I'm curious. Was that Live Studio glitching like that? I'm curious. Or was that your internet? Or was that like your computer setup? Do you know what was causing the glitching? Because it was actually even glitching on the agency side too. I could see you on the screen, and it was freezing up. You said, "Can you come up for 2 seconds?" Sure. Let's see. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I want to share some of the process just because it's hard to kind of keep trying to type. But of course, there is a learning curve for this process because, it's the first time I'm doing it. And honestly, I haven't seen anyone doing it to even try to go see, hey, what happened? How did you figure that out? Or whatever. So when you're doing the live event, you know how normally in the event you can share it, put it on your videos and everything, and there's also the post where you can share it in your stories, right there. Well, you don't have that for the live event, for the paid event, and you can't pin it in your comment in the stories for a live. It's not available. So, in the stories, you actually have to use the flyer, but you can't put the pin there so people could register
Hmm.
in your stories. So I've learned that because I was like, oh well, maybe they'll let me pin it now because it's closer. Because I thought maybe you couldn't do it because it was still so far out. Well, you can't do it at all.
Mm.
Um, it won't even let you do it. I've tried several different ways so that you can make it convenient for people to see it and boom, register right there in the stories. But you can't.
Mm.
Um,
Is that because they have to go to like a paywall? They gotta go pay
I
for it?
I'm not sure because
Because to click to
I
register is just that. You just click to register for our event, but because you have to do that step of paying, maybe that's why.
but it still would take you to the event itself because the event itself is already set up. So that's why I didn't understand because all you want the people to do is have quick access to like boom, press it because they're already looking at the flyer. So I thought maybe I could just put it there. So all you have to do is just that register right here and go, and it take you straight to the event itself, and you pay or whatever. So you can't do it. And then if you do it as a post, if you do it as a post, it gives you troubles and problems to kind of share it in the stories. So I don't know what's the correlation with the stories for it, but it's like it gives you an issue with putting it in the actual registration. Um, so I'm not able to put that in stories. So that's why I did the pin post because it let me do that and it let me put the event there. So that's why I'm pinned it, and I tell people to go there so that because I know that there was issues when you go to my profile and hit it, and people don't know to hit that little arrow. That was another thing. I was trying to make it convenient
Yeah.
as possible because trying to explain to everybody, make sure when you go there, hit the little arrow so you can see the event. It's like what they probably, especially for somebody for the first time, they don't know what to do. So that's why I put the pin post there to make it as easy as possible to just boom hit it and go to the event and so that's something I've learned so far
Okay.
and trying to do the paid event. So it's a good thing if you want to do something, private or whatever. And yes, you're not don't look to make millions because they give you a max, and that is the max, and it's $11.99, and they take half. So you don't get to see it at all. They take it right from the top like everything else. And you don't get the money right away. So I don't even know where you get the money. So maybe afterwards, I'm assuming. So again, I'm in this trenches over here, and I'm figuring out as I go. And then the YT. So the YT is also complicated. For anyone who's trying to do it, just keep. If you're very savvy in electronics, it might be like, okay, no problem, we'll go over here and do that. It might speak very clear to you. Well, the savviness I'm developing because I don't have a choice. So the YT is not simple either.
Mm.
There's many steps you gotta take, and that's one of the reasons I haven't even really been on TikTok much because I'm really learning and watching videos and modules and stuff like that to work it out so that I understand the process of what I'm doing.
Right.
So the YT has a process too because it's a paid private unlisted event, and so you don't just go on YT and do that. There's a way you got to do it. So yeah, when it's all said and done, I was like, maybe I can kind of come put this process together and share it with people because I'm learning it in real time. And YT was not in the mix before. It was
Mm-hmm.
only gonna be here on TikTok until some of my church friends and some of those people are not on TikTok.
Right.
And it was like, can you do it on YT? And I was like, I don't know. And so ever since then, I've been figuring it out through Restream. I even ended up having OBS, so it's a lot. It's a lot. So yesterday I was having a moment. I was growing weary in my well doing. So it was a hard Monday, but I persevered through it. But and I guess too is anything you're doing closer to the time, everything start feeling like it's so much, and you know, and I told my daughter, I said, look, I need some help. All right, you need to be my admin something because I'm gonna give up in like 2 seconds, dog, like for real. And I felt that yesterday, very very heavy, trying to do the ticket. People purchased the ticket off for the YT
Right.
with no link.
Oh. We're gonna laugh at your mistakes. Yeah, we
You
will.
better laugh. That's what I said. I said, I don't care if people fake laugh. You better fake laugh this laugh, okay? If you don't think I'm funny, you better fake it because I'm telling you, I worked hard for this, and it's gonna work out. But y'all, you're gonna
Yeah.
laugh at all of my mistakes, even if they are in real time, with the link maybe not showing up, and I don't know what I'm gonna do because I don't know what I'm gonna do. But yeah,
Yeah, I
but I
got you.
didn't give up.
You
So
did not give up. That's it. You didn't give up.
and
Hey,
I did figure out where the link was in the wrong place.
look how much you learned. That's what Donna said too. You learned a lot.
I
And
did.
you were
I
like,
learned.
remember that time in 2026 when I tried to do that comedy show? All these stuff
Yeah,
that happened.
I'm telling you,
It's gonna be
that's
on the
why we
list.
that's why we conversating on transformational growth tonight, okay?
All right.
Because this is why. Because you can't give up, and so yeah, that's it. I just wanted to kind of give a little caveat on that, in case someone is interested in later time doing a paid event, whether it's going to be on TT, um, or YT. I didn't try FB, so
Okay.
nobody asked for FB really.
Okay.
So, but yeah, and the
All right.
restreams. Okay, I'm learning something else in restream,
All right.
not the regular stuff that I normally do. So
Mm.
yeah, yeah,
And
that's
then
it,
Miss
y'all.
Treetop, make sure you look at Mrs. Treetop's message too. She
The
did
box is so little.
she did
And
Galatians 6:9.
Wishing.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Wait,
That's my
sorry.
Bible verse for my community. Be not weary in well doing,
L
for
doing.
a
Oh,
due
yes.
season.
I kept saying that. I said
Uh-huh.
I don't want to grow weary in my well doing because there were the moments where I was like, well, usually in corporate America you're like, oh yeah, call IT. I was like, oh wait, I am IT. You know what? Get the admin to do it. Yeah, that's you too. Oh, okay. Where's the managers? Oh, you. Okay. Who's the promoter?
You.
So yeah, that part. So it's like you play all of the roles, and you gotta stay encouraged, and you gotta stay with it, and it's a big learning curve. And one thing I'm not doing anymore is saying that I can't do something. So I'm like, it's my goal to try anything that I come towards, as opposed to either saying I can't, or I can't, or even saying I'm not savvy, because I think what you say, you hear it, and then you come to that. So I've been changing even my speech in that regards. Like, okay, I
That's
know
true.
I can do hard things. It may take me longer than the person who know it better and quicker, but I can do hard things.
Yep.
And this may be hard for me, but I am doing hard things. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
and God already told me this was the year I was going to be stretched. I'm like, well, you do know I'm not a rubber band, right? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh
Um,
no, no, you can do hard things though.
Right. Yes. Right. Yeah. Yeah. But you can do hard things. Okay. You gave birth to two babies. You can do hard things, friend. So yeah.
Yeah, that's how I
We
look
can.
at it too. You
Yeah.
like, and that's like my quiet saying. I don't say that here as much, but in my mind, I'm like I always say, I can do hard things. I can do hard things. This is hard. I can do
Yep.
hard things. Yeah.
Yep. And I always also think like, you know what? It takes a woman to do it. So these are things I encourage myself with. Okay, you can do hard things, and it takes a woman to do
Yeah.
it. So I'm like, okay, well maybe it's because I'm a woman, but whatever it takes, it feels like only a woman can do it. So yeah, I am encouraging myself. Thank you so much, guys. I am encouraging
Rita, how are
myself
you,
because
friend?
yeah, but
All
be
right.
encouraged, okay, guys?
Yes, it'll work out. It will work out, and
Yeah,
it'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll
yes.
be funny. You'll write it on your list of things you did in 2026. Maybe it might be an
Something
annual
like that.
event.
Yeah, maybe it could be every year this time. I'll be planning more, better, maybe.
Exactly.
I didn't think I was gonna come across all these, challenges, but because I just thought it was gonna be easy peasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's not. It's a process before you get to the day. And for me, I'm not just showing up with like, ooh, boom, telling the jokes. Yeah, if you know me, I gotta come correct. Okay, I gotta come correct. Everything gotta flow. Yes, sir. Even my
Okay.
outfits. Please be ready.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
that's all. Just wanted to share that.
All right. Well, thank you. Looking forward to it. This is this Thursday, you all. So go to
Yes.
follow Coach Jessie and make sure you get tickets on her
Yeah, and
page.
right now, in the 99 so far are going to be two people that's going to be up there. I don't know if, we'll see who else will be interested in having that,
Having
four
box
people in the
seats.
spot. Yeah, the four people in the box. I think we said with four or five, whatever
What
it
what
was.
what type of layout you're using?
I don't know.
No.
The one that
Are we okay?
did you say fixed panel?
I think it's the fluid panel. Is it this one?
Yeah, and then it'll be like I think maybe four people because it'll be right on the side.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Oh, it's not fixed. It's fluid.
Fluid. Yeah, the fluid.
Yeah, fluid. So 99 says she'll be one of them. So, yeah, just to okay, laugh.
All right. All right.
Okay,
What if I go to
okay.
purchase? Oh, Mrs. Treetop said, where did she go now? Now, the way I understand it, I'm going to show you on my backup page. So, let's see. You know what? Let me go to my main page. So here, I'm going to show you guys here. So if you're on your account, let's do it this way. You see where you have live at. This might be the easiest way to find it. Hold on. You see where it says live? So you're going to see live events there on people's
Go
profile.
to my page, Doc.
Can I get to it? Hold on, I should, huh? Let me see. Let's see. Let me go the other way.
That's the show and tell page. Yeah.
Yeah, let me go. Let me go. Yeah, I can get to that. Hold on.
Oh no, Eric, I can't. You did not miss it. It's still going. Hopefully, you get to see it.
Hold on. If I go, it's coaching with Miss
Yeah,
Jessie.
yeah.
Okay, there we go. I didn't go here because it was trying to take me to the live screen because you live. See you showing up as live. I was like, I gotta
Oh,
get to the page. So if you click here, you see how she's going live today. This is my time zone. It's showing up as my time zone. She's 6 p.m. Central. She's on Central time zone. You actually have to click here. Let me see.
mm-hmm.
You have to click where it says live events so you can see future live events because the current one is showing up here. So you got to click that little arrow. And now
Yeah.
you got to go to this one. Laughing at Mistakes Comedy Show.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you would go. And then you purchase.
Yeah, and that little step is what I was trying to avoid because I know some people are not gonna know, like they might be looking for it and like I don't see it and don't know to hit that little arrow. That's why I was trying to make it so boom when you come on my page, you see the pin post and then you could just hit it right there because there that extra step is where people get stuck at.
Okay, Phoenix says she's not seeing future events. It don't say future events. It says live events.
Yeah,
See?
that yeah,
You have to
that
click. You see
part.
where that little arrow is? You got to
Mhm.
click there
Yeah,
to see these other live events.
yeah. And I don't know why it's
Now,
like
you
that.
said something about his pen. Moonflower says, or her
Oh
pin
yeah,
post. Okay, or go to the pin
okay.
post.
That's why I pinned it
So she's
because
saying go here.
yeah, pin there and then you're able to hit it straight from there.
I didn't do that. Hold on. There we go.
Yeah, so that's easier and quicker because that other one I feel like if you go there you don't see it and nobody knows to hit that little arrow.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why this shows up like that on the live event. It should just be there. I don't know why you gotta hit the little arrow thing. You already hit live events. That's why you're there. Why are you hitting extra live event? I don't know, but
Yeah.
that's how TikTok does it. So just to make it, and then I again, in the stories you can't, I can't put the, I can't pin it for the stories. So you can't put it in there. You could just put the flyer, but you can't put you can't pin the live event. So you could just register there. You can't do it in stories.
Yeah. Moonflower, I'm trying to understand your question. You said accuse. What do you mean? You said, is there a cues Dr. Lisa can ask TikTok for us? Let me ask. Not, question. Oh, I was like, huh? No, it's not a question, y'all. I can ask for y'all. It's nobody for me to go to and say, why don't y'all change the live event
Yeah, where's
setup?
the suggestion box?
Yeah, there's not a
Because there
suggestion
are
box.
some things that is
They need
like,
one. That might be the suggestion. Give us a suggestion box. So,
yes, like, give us a survey. Like, look, I try to hit the survey button again for the for service plus.
because you want to survey them again.
Because I was just like, I'm like, well, let me hit it again. Maybe they didn't get it. It was like, no, you have already done this. Bye. I was like, oh. Everybody was like, that girl, block her, block her. But yeah, a suggestion box, something. But it's there if you get stuck, and if anyone is interested in the YT,
It is paid. That's what Moonflower asked. It is a paid event on the
yes,
YT as well.
people do it. Yes, I am doing it on TT. I mean YT. Yes, it's also on YT. YT has the QR code in my stories. I put that. I put the flyer and the QR code in the stories if you're interested in the YT one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and there's a flyer, and then there's also just a QR code. Maybe I'll do. Maybe I'll pin the QR code one for YT too, and just give people an option in case they prefer to watch it.
Thank you.
Well, the price changes though because YT had to go to Eventbrite, and so
Okay.
Eventbrite they don't take your money; they add the fees ahead of time. So you actually pay the tax and everything like that. So you actually end up paying the $15 or $14 for whatever it is based on your state, and then they give me my portion. TikTok doesn't do that. TikTok take away from my $12. Eventbrite gives me my $12, but they just charge the up fee
Gotcha.
for them to get their part.
Oh, so it's almost like the taxes and fees. Those taxes and fees,
Yeah,
part of that goes to Eventbrite
yeah, and
cut
then
to cover their
I get
costs.
yes, exactly, and then I get my $12 from them over there. TikTok is not like that. TikTok say no, we gave you 11.99, and now we're gonna take half of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So Phoenix asked, which one do you prefer? Um, I'm assuming you're saying Eventbrite slash YT, but it seems like they were even slightly more of a headache with setting it up.
well,
Is that true?
Eventbrite is now all set. It's set. I figured the whole thing out, the link and everything. I tested it out. So of
Mm.
course I'm checking it every day. I don't know if anything will change. But with them, you do have to purchase the ticket through Eventbrite.
Oh, well, okay. Leanne is making another point, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
Leanne, and I like where Leanne's going with this. She said TikTok allows for gifting throughout, throughout the event, where you don't get that with anything else with the other platform with YT.
Oh, true. It's a one and done
Mm-hmm.
for YT.
Yeah,
That's true. Um, Yeah. Um, yeah, depends,
yeah.
where
You
people
can earn more on TikTok than you can with YT over the course of the event, where you just
yeah,
get the ticket amount depending on who buys on that side. But people who come in gifting and doing all the other things, you can earn more.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, either way, again, this was like something I'm doing for the first time, and I was really doing it as this little thing that was just like, ooh. But then the little thing just somehow started growing. Um, so like I told you, I'll be showing up on the people at the church feed,
Oh, I
right?
like that. You got to think about how you could incorporate that. Leanne said it. If your wishes to encourage more gifting,
Oh,
you can be
can we
like,
do that?
If it was improv, you'd be like, give me an improv idea. You can have people gift you based on the improv ideas.
Give me something to make a joke about.
Exactly.
I'll make a joke about anything. Are you
Jeez.
ready? Yes. Give me a prompt. You tell me, joke, make a joke about this. Don't worry, I
Exactly.
will. I
Sounds
can
like
do
an
that.
interesting opportunity to explore. It does. It does. It actually
It
is.
is. It's a learning curve. So just know this. Whatever happened, we're learning together. I don't have anybody to go to ask for help on this. And everything we've been doing, and literally not like look up what they say, girl. What they say? What about Buford? What Buford say? So or Jane? What is Jane saying? So we learning this in real time.
Okay. I
So
was like, who is Buford? I was like,
that's the name of her chat. Hers is Buford. Mine is Jane.
oh.
No, you're not. Tell them about Buford. And I done put Buford on Buford probably like, why you putting my name in the streets?
Who's
Now
Buford?
Jay's gonna be asking questions like, I'm taking shit. That's in-house business.
He said Buford is amazing. Why is his name Buford? Why? You said that.
Well,
Chris, yes. Okay, so I was gonna have Chris come up too because I wanted him to talk about his music thing. But all right, Coach Jesse, I appreciate you,
yes.
friend.
Okay, y'all.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much for coming in and sharing.
Thank you.
We'll see you on
Thank you,
Thursday.
everybody.
All right.
Thank you for your help. Thank you.
All right. Bye bye. Chris, let me know if you want to come up though, because so Chris is new to the agency. He has been using Live Studio, and yesterday his Live Studio was your segment was so good, Fran. It was really good. He has music he wrote, and it was almost like it was like a DJ. That's what I said. It gave DJ vibes, and he was weaving in the micro habits and the things that you need to think about as you're trying something new and having a positive mindset about it. This is let me flip my camera the other way. This the DJ Academy. I actually do want you to look at that. That is an ad. You should be able to have access to that. So take a look at it. You should see it in your campaigns on TikTok. So, oh, I missed it. It's good. If y'all get over there, yeah. Oh, you went before Moonflower. Yes, he's good. His music is good. I was like, what are you doing? It's really good. He wrote all his music. And I guess you did the production of it too. Is that the arrangements and different mixes? So let me know if you want to come up and chat about it real quick. But I didn't know what. Let me know if you have a question about the DJ stuff too, because you really should look into it. Um, so yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
good
friend,
morning. Hi.
how are you? So,
I'm just waking up.
oh Lord, what time zone are you on?
California.
Oh, you're California. That's right, Cali. Okay, you said I'm just waking up. Were you partying all night? You was
I
mixing
was
music.
making, yeah, I was making music all through the night, and then I said, my eyes were closed, and I was like, okay, it's time to go to bed, and get in here and crash. So, yeah. Hey, Moonflower, what's up? Yeah, thank you so much for that. I thought it was pretty good. My computer was heating up, and I had a lot of things running in the background though.
Okay.
And I had my music app running in the background, which takes a lot of power. And studio is memory hungry.
It is.
I've seen it before, and so I can't have a lot of things running when I'm running studio. But I need studio when I'm doing it because the phone wouldn't work right because I wouldn't be able to use any of the controls on the phone while I'm actually on my computer running the music. It's more easy. It's easier for me to have studio up. So I like studio. I had OBS running through studio for this event, and that was new. I didn't have it before,
Okay.
so I didn't have heat up before. But I didn't have my music app on before either. I was like doing different things, so I'm gonna have to reevaluate the setup and try to pull back, minimize on what's running.
Okay.
And I went through my settings in my laptop to see how I can boost my performance mode and watch and be careful with that.
Mm-hmm.
My PC is more of a gaming PC, so it can handle a lot of things. It's
Okay.
just that music app. I use AI to help create my music. I write my own lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
and but even in creating, it's an assist because I do a tremendous amount of work getting that music right, getting those voices right. It's not just make me some music prompt. It's really quite involved, and I probably did about on one song I was working on last night. I probably did about 20 productions
Mm-hmm.
before I said, okay, I'm too tired to do this right now. I need to stop because I need to come back in and like tear it down and do all kind of things to it. So yeah, but I like it. I find it enjoyable. And as far as DJing is concerned, I used to do that when I was younger,
Yeah.
back in the day, and I'm a house head, so I love house music,
Me
and
too.
I was taught by one of the great DJs out of Pittsburgh, where I'm from, a house DJ, and so I just kind of it's like I love music. I've been loving music ever since I was born. I believe that, and it just all kind of came out last night. It was like, thank you so much, TikTok, for allowing me to shine, because
Yeah, it was
it
good.
was truly wonderful. And thank you for all the comments. And oh, one thing I saw when I finished, I got this D. I was proudly saying I'm a D5 rising. So now I had this notification from TikTok that I had to I'm in D4 or something, or I'm going some other
Yeah.
D ride thing. Then it said, and then you have to fulfill something in 24 hours. Like, I think I needed to go live again, or I'm had this protection, league protection, or whatever. And I was like, I don't know what this means. I can't wait to get on here with Dr. Lisa tomorrow to see
Talk
what
about either.
notifications mean. I don't know what these notifications mean. But if it means I got to go live today, I will go live just to talk just for 25 minutes. Because I think they told me I needed to go on for 25 minutes and be live to protect the fragments or something.
Oh, he had a shield. Okay, that's what we're saying. Okay.
Yeah, that thing. There you go. Come on, tell me.
Okay.
What do I have? I don't know what to do.
Let's see. You have your D5 gallery, but when I click your league, you are. It won't let me go. Why is it not letting me click your league? Let me know if anybody else can click his league. Maybe it's my phone. It's not working for me. Oh, my screen froze. So it says D4. Okay, it says D4. So you're D4.
I'm
Yeah,
rising.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm
you are.
rising.
So pretty much, yes, it's the league. So it's saying basically, do you go live? You want to continue to engage and get gifting that happens in your league. Yeah, so that's what it's saying. So if you get some more engagement today, instead of using that shield that you got, um, you would hopefully earn a fragment and continue to grow, and that shield stays there for you to use on another day in the future. So, um, yeah, gifting is key. You got to have engagement and gifting in your live stream. So, as long as you get enough gifting, by the time you get there, I don't know what you're gonna need. It'll probably be somewhere around maybe 500 diamonds to kind of stay in a safe space. But and that's by the nighttime for you, your different time zone. For me, it's 11:59. You got to see where you're at by then, by 11 o'clock. So that puts you at 9 o'clock. No, 8 o'clock your time. 8. Is that right? Yeah, 8 o'clock your time. So you should make sure you're safe before 8 o'clock. Like, you go live, do what you're doing. Hopefully, get enough engagement, and hopefully that's enough to protect you throughout the next day, and then you start over
So,
again tomorrow. So,
I mean, like it's like I wanted to do live only 3 days a week, so it's basically pushing me to do more than that.
yes, it's pushing you to do daily, daily.
Oh, man.
That's why I tell
Like I
people,
have.
don't ignore those leagues. Ignore them in the beginning because you're building your community. You're getting comfortable. You're trying to.
Yeah.
You might grow into going daily. That's great. If you start paying attention to the leagues, you will go daily because that's part of it. It's a 24-hour clock. Yeah. So yeah, ignore it in the beginning. Don't worry about it. But yeah, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like that was associated with the league and the shield, and will continue to get you to go live. So it's up to you. If you didn't plan on going live, that's fine. I know you're still in the beginning. You're trying to figure out the live studio and stuff like that. Maybe you just go just for setup purposes and trying to work through some of the glitching. But yeah, it was a good live. You said you used to do DJs. That's what it reminded me of. So that DJ Academy, take a look at it. I haven't like really drilled down into it, but apparently, when I went to the seminar, it was a webinar they had last week. They were talking about that, the DJ Academy. So they're really wanting to promote that to more creators because TikTok started off as Musically, so it was a music app, and that's kind of their roots. And so they want to kind of cater to the DJs, the musicians on the app as a little bit more to kind of bring that energy back.
Okay.
So yeah, take a look at it.
Well, that makes sense because my distributor wanted we can connect up with social media, and I was connected to TikTok through my distributor.
Hmm.
I didn't come in and to do sign up for TikTok to be just to do what I'm doing now. My original connection to TikTok was through my distributor because I had the social media pack, so I had to have an account, and that's why I have a business. It's my business email address actually that connects me with TikTok, and I was like, okay. So I decided, I wasn't the distributor. You don't really make money when you on streaming. I'll be honest with you, you just don't make any money. Like I had thousands and thousands of streams, and I got $21. I was like, okay, that's not gonna work. So I just kind of like stepped back from the music distribution, and I just create my music right now. I don't stop doing that, but I saw TikTok as also an avenue for me to just play my music and, maybe do DJ demos and sell that off of school or something to that effect. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just take a different route because streaming, artists don't make money off streaming. Just, you have to do like 1 million streams to get $5,000 for any kind of income. And you can, if you sold 1 million copies, you know what I'm saying? It'd be totally different versus 1 million streams. So it's not sustainable. And a lot of artists or independents are really reevaluating the streaming platforms because of that. So
Yeah. When you
in it,
go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, I was about to say when you using Live Studio yesterday and the music um was looking to load, is there ways like when you're talking, you went into like a talking segment and stuff, is there ways to have the music playing softly in the background too, or is that taking up too much power? Because I was like, it would be good if you have the music kind of almost getting ready to cue
Yeah,
up and
I know what you mean. So
mm-hmm.
what's happening is I have a speaker right next to my computer that is connected to my computer that's through the USB, and I'm streaming from my computer, and so I can control any and all of that. I can reduce the volume from my computer. I can also reduce the volume from the speaker itself. And but when I'm playing the music, my microphone is just picking up. If you were standing in my apartment and listening to music, that's what my microphone is doing. It's standing in the apartment picking up the music, right?
Right.
So it's not coming through the computer system into TikTok.
Okay.
It is just picking up the background of the speaker
Gotcha.
music player. Yeah. If it was coming through TikTok, I mean, like through the computer into TikTok Studio, I was looking at that to see if that was possible last night, but I didn't have much time because I was working on other things. That would be ideal, and I would have a lot more control. And that may be what the DJ Academy offers. The only concern I have is that I'm not here to be a DJ, but I want to bring my music in, and I don't play other folks' music. I only play my music. So I'm not sure how that would work for me, but I want to look at it.
Yeah, take a look at it and say, and I mean, honestly, your music. Well, are you singing? That's not your vocals, though, is it?
Now I use AI to create the vocals. I use AI to create the instruments, and everything. I write my own lyrics,
Gotcha.
so that's mine. That
So is
belongs
this
to
kind
me.
of like what they were talking about with like Sona? Are you using
Suno, yeah,
Suno?
I use Suno.
You use Suno.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Okay.
I've been using Suno for quite a couple of years now.
Okay.
When it first came out, I was giving it a try. So I have a lot of songs that I've created. I've got maybe about 200-300 songs I've created music. So, and
Um,
prior to that, I worked with some musicians when I lived in New York City, and I was writing lyrics there, and a song and a singer as well. But it's not something. It's not cheap. If you have to pay someone or you have to find someone who wants to be involved in your project, and
mm,
so it's just it's like sort of just gives you the freedom to create
gotcha.
as someone. That's what it does for me.
Yeah,
And if people like the music, there's always ways of recreating it for purposes of distribution or for monetization.
right. Okay. Okay. Well, look at Leanne's comments because she said she used the sound card to play Spotify through TikTok Live Studio. So that's how she's able to play her music and still talk, and you hear it just fine. So,
Yeah, but for me to be up on Spotify, I have to go through my distributor and put my music out, and that costs me money. And
but no,
I
can you
don't
use
want
a
to do.
sound card? Not stop the for what you're doing, not Spotify, but the sound card concept.
Well, I mean, my sound card is on my laptop, so but if but she's running. Let's see, I use Live Studio sound card for my Spotify, so it's playing through TikTok Live Studio
She said,
Sound.
yeah, she said Live Studio sound card.
But how are you using Spotify? Because I can't use Spotify for my music. Otherwise, directly, I'd have to. I don't know how to do.
No, Live
What you
Studio
need?
has a sound card. The whole point was the sound card in Live Studio for it to play through Live Studio.
Okay,
I think that's a
okay, I'll
feature in
check
there.
that out then. I'll check that out because
Mhm.
because TikTok had me upgrade my sound card. I had an update on that, so when I first started, so I did that. I'll look in that because if there's a way for me to channel the music through TikTok Studio, that would work better and reduce the demand because the USB is pulling hard
Yeah.
that I have connected up to the speaker, and then some of my music was still in Suno in my playlist. I put a playlist together, so I was pulling from that playlist. I was pulling off my laptop and in my files, and I was from using a music player last night, and I was like like popping things together. And so after I finished last night, I put everything in my just in my laptop music player. So I have my playlist there and all the new songs I made just last night. I popped them in there, so I don't have to go in different places, and I can turn Suno off. Because Suno's a power hungry kind of an
Mm.
app as well.
Mm.
But I totally enjoyed you being there. I was so
Yeah.
surprised when you
Yeah.
showed up. I was like,
That was
oh my
pretty
God,
cool.
Dr. Lisa's here. And then one of the folks that I was like talking about
You
joining
got.
the
I was
agency,
gonna say
she
you
was
got some
there.
fans. You got some groupies in the room. It's like, hi, Chris, we love you. It's
Yeah, I got some fans last night, right? I was like, yes, yes. I was enjoying them. Yeah, man, that was the first time I had that like that. Because Moonflower, they were in the room on Monday, and they were giving me a lot of love, and I was like, oh, this is great. And it's like, welcome to the agency. I was like, yeah, right. And then yesterday. I was like, oh wow, this is really cool, right? This is like so
right.
nice. I love this. I love this. Or no, not Monday night. Monday night was yesterday. The other day,
Sunday
I
night,
did
Monday
a
night.
pop
Yeah.
up. Yeah, Sunday I did a pop up out of nowhere, and that kind of worked out really cool. But I don't think I'm gonna do it live today.
Okay.
I need to do some other things and
Okay.
get that done and get ready for tomorrow. But tomorrow's gonna be really good because I wrote some more music. I rewrite music too because I push it into different genres, and that's really cool. I love that I can do that, have that flexibility, and appreciate you calling me up. And I know people got other things they want to talk about, so I'm gonna
She said
take
I was
my.
the one harassing about the boards. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Take care, Chris. All right. Bye bye.
Yep. Bye.
All right, friends. I think I'm gonna head out too. It's 1 o'clock. Oh my gosh. Okay, Coach Jesse says you sent me a message. Awesome, awesome. I'll take a look at it, friend. Anybody else? Anybody else going live today? Let me know, and we will be back. I'll be back at 4. So I appreciate you all hanging out with me. Go ahead and grab any points that you have. Oh, thank you, friend. Appreciate that. any points that you have, and yeah, popping up soonish. Yeah, popping up soonish. You gonna pop up soon? Okay, you're gonna do a pop up. Okay, that's Moonflower. And then anybody else? Everybody else is good. Coach Jesse's doing hers tonight at 6 p.m. Lee Ann is Tuesday night. You're doing a pop up tonight. You're going live tonight. Um, Let me know anybody else before I head off. Uh, you still here? Nika Grace, you going live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern? Who else? Yeah, I'm about to get off. I'm literally about to get off. All right, friend. So you say yes, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's Nika Grace. All right, friends. I appreciate everybody who's here. I will see you guys um, later today at 4. All right? Take care. Bye-bye. Claim your points. Thank you for the watching, the liking, the shares, comments. I did what you said. I did a whole hour on a shopping live, and you still here. You was over on the shopping live. Okay. I'm gone. We were chatting. You know, Coach Jessica came up in the box. So we were chatting. All right, friends. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you, Mimi. All right, take care. Good evening. I'll be back at 4, so come back, okay? You looked, you was like, what you doing, Willis? All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate y'all. All right, bye-bye.